that will make me to abandon Biafra is impossible. When we started to remember our heroes that have passed on, they said we are wasting our time, that we will never succeed, it will never catch on. But they keep forgetting one simple thing, that the foundations of IPOB was anchored on the promise of Chukwukika Biama. That this very noble family, this very great movement was not instigated nor started by any human being. It is the handiwork of Chukwukika Biama. And that is why we remain indestructible. That is why we remain indivisible. That is why nobody, no matter who you are, can dent our resolve and our determination to restore Biafra in this life.
Man from the heavens. Man from the heavens.
And you will not pass your Chineke. Okay, Zipazo. Will you be a no? Dave Mahi. If you go must remain resolute and determined. One thing is certain. As night follows day, so shall Biafra be restored. By me, there is nothing they will do to me, not today, not tomorrow, that will make me to abandon Biafra is impossible. When we started to remember our heroes that have passed on, they said we are wasting our time, that we will never succeed, it will never catch on. But they keep forgetting one simple thing, that the foundations of IPOB was anchored on the promise of Chukwukika Biama. Yes. That this very noble family, this very great movement was not instigated nor started by any human being. It is the handiwork of Chukwukika Biama. And that is why we remain indestructible. That is why we remain indivisible. That is why nobody, no matter who you are, can dent our resolve and our determination to restore Biafra in this life.
Man from the heavens. That's what you are. Man from the heavens.
And you will not pass your Chineke. Okay, Zipazo. Willie Obiano, Dave Umahi, Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi, these are the people that the Fulanis gave to you to rule over you. They started it with Ohaneze in 1976. Every leader you have had until the coming of IPOB, anybody who's ever stood up to proclaim the defense of our people, we are planted there by the Fulani North. But you wouldn't know. That is why when they close down Iguacha seaports, they will not speak. That is why when they close Enugu airport, you don't hear anybody saying anything. That is why Calabar seaport is not functioning. That is why Warri seaport is not opened. That is why we are being forced to travel abroad. That is why no industries are opened in our land, because they have an agenda. They have a plan. They want to depopulate our land. They want to demoralize us. They want to decimate us. They want to render us hopeless and useless.
God forbid. Abomination forever.
But IPOB said no. Chupokika Biama that set up IPOB said no. And that is why we must remain resolute and determined. That is why we must not falter. Yes. Doubt nor allow our resolve to be undermined. Yes. We must remain resolute. Yes. We must remain determined. Yes. Because one thing is certain. As night follows day, so shall Biafra be restored. Yes. Therefore I say unto all of you gathered here today, that the forces fighting IPOB is many. Those that want us to fail are more powerful than we are. They are more resourceful than we are. They have more money than we do, and they are determined to keep us as their slaves. But it will never happen. Those chains of bondage and of slavery has been broken by IPOB.
Forever.
That is why Biafra will come. And that is why the events happening here today in Atlanta, Georgia, United States of America, we will all sit back home to talk about it. Yes. We will all sit in the land of Biafra to talk about days like this. Yes. We shall sit in the land of Biafra to tell our children what we passed through. Yes. Because the doubting Thomases will come. You know, for the hand, there was a 3 hand
I guess the very soon.
They will never stop fighting us. And as long as we remain determined and focused, there is no way they will ever succeed. Never. If you stop now agitating for Biafra, those who left back home will die.
Yes. Never. Truth.
I know you have not come with your pen and paper because I'm not on air.
We do.
I want you to write it down on a piece of paper. If you stop what you're doing, our people will die.
Yes. You are right.
Because when it starts happening, I will tell you on the 30th of May 2019 at Martin Luther King Jr. Center in Atlanta, I told you so.
Wow. Yes.
Spirit in human
If you stop now, your children will never go home.
God forbid. God forbid.
If you stop now, the effort and the sacrifice of our dead will be in vain. For their sake, we will restore Biafra. For their sake, Biafra will stand in Africa. For the sake of the dead, we will build a civilization to surpass every other civilization in Africa. And that is what our enemies are afraid of.
Yes.
Especially the British.
Europeans, all of them.
Because they don't want a black man to do that thing that is the exclusive preserve of the white man.
Yes.
But we are not afraid of competition, are we?
Never.
We are not seeking for Biafra that we may lord it over anybody else. No. We are not seeking for Biafra to enslave any other person.
Never.
We are not looking for Biafra
Never.
for the sake of it. No. We are looking for Biafra because it is the promise of God himself in heaven.
Truth is life.
That's where you
from.
Nobody conquered us until the British came.
Yes.
And it is not that the British conquered Biafra.
Never.
Chukwokika Biama wanted to teach us a lesson that we may return to him in truth and in every honesty. That his will may be done upon our lives. We failed in 1970 because that very foundation of divinity was missing. That's all. And Elohim said, I will take you up to the mountain. I will show you that very precious land of Biafra. Through our leader that we remember today, the very people's general himself, that wherever, because we are certain that he is in heaven, on the right hand side of God himself. Some of you don't know what he did, but we know, and we will always honor him
Forever.
As they say, what we do in life echo in history. What Ojukwu has accomplished in life will be remembered forever and ever. I say unto all of you today, you will go back to your various states, to your various cities, to your various towns. You will tell them that IPOB has come to stay. That IPOB, by the grace of God in heaven, will restore Biafra. That this same IPOB, persecuted and maligned, castigated and propagated against, that this very movement ordained in heaven for the purposes of liberation of Biafra land shall accomplish its mandate. That is why you are all here. Nothing more, nothing less. Therefore, I ask the Almighty in heaven, Chineke nanke purumi henine. Because you have no beginning and you have no end. Ọbụla dị ndị okenye ọrụ abụọ na anọ na-atụ mkpọ ọlaedo na-asị na ịdị nsọ Chineke na nsọ ka Jehova dị. Therefore, this very solemn assembly to remember those that fought and died for us all over the world, starting from Japan in the east and will end in Los Angeles, California, later on today, that their spirit, O Heavenly Father, may be accepted unto heaven, because they died fighting for a noble cause. They died doing that which you compelled them to do, and because of their sacrifice, because of their pain, because of our loss upon their lives, O Heavenly Father, so will Biafra be restored, not to the glory of man, but to the glory of Chukwokika Biama Benigwe, forever and ever we pray. IPOB, one family. IPOB, one family. IPOB, by Biafra in me. There is nothing they will do to me, not today, not tomorrow, that will make me to abandon Biafra. Is impossible. When we started to remember our heroes that have passed on, they said we are wasting our time, that we will never succeed, it will never catch on. But they keep forgetting one simple thing, that the foundations of IPOB was anchored on the promise of Chukwukika Biama.
Yes.
That this very noble family, this very great movement was not instigated nor started by any human being. It is the handiwork of Chukwukika Biama. And that is why we remain indestructible. That is why we remain indivisible. That is why nobody, no matter who you are, can dent our resolve and our determination to restore Biafra in this life.
Man from the heavens, that's what you are. Man from the heavens.
And you will now basso Zioma Chineke. Okay, Zipazo. Will you be a no? Dave Umahi.
In a normal society should be happening. You cannot deny a man from wearing what he wishes to wear, not even to do with Biafra. No, this is Isiago. The same way a Fulani man can wear a in a normal society should be happening. You cannot deny a man from wearing what he wishes to wear, not even to do with Biafra. No, this is Isiago. The same way a Fulani man can wear a in a normal society should be happening. You cannot deny a man from wearing what he wishes to wear, not even to do with Biafra. No.
Will come when they will not be on our rescue force. Why is this attack? Is it Fulani terrorists, Miet Yala, Fulani terrorists that is carrying out these attacks? Or is not them?
No, it's not a Fulani. It's something concerning land.
Land dispute.
Yes.
Do you know how this problem started with this very land? Who started the problem?
What brings this issue? These people have the mind to stand inside people to fight or to destroy people property. It's therefore mind that is giving them mind and giving them the power to fight inside people and gone because what happened before. That is why therefore mind have the mind since he entered the power, like the person they catch among the people fighting inside people. He confessed that it's therefore mind that is giving them mind. Giving them gun to fight and destroy people property and killing innocent people.
So therefore Mahi is aware of what is happening on the ground. But I don't know why our people should be fighting. That is one thing that the Fulani that is one thing they do very well. Why should our people be fighting over land? And Fulani people are in our land, invading, killing, pillaging, raping, and occupying our forests in Ebonyi State. And we are busy fighting one another. And what I want to know is the genesis of the problem. Is this problem a relatively new thing, or has it been there from time? This land dispute.
Yeah, it has been happening so many long times. But now, the way it is now, therefore, is the person supporting them.
Okay, very good. And we know what we're going to do.
Later, what is going on about what's concerning the issue.
Please, I would love to hear it. I would love to hear it. Because we know we are factually accurate here. I don't want us, if people are having land dispute or communal clashes, so to speak, we are now saying that the Janjaweed are attacking us. We must be absolutely clear as to what is happening. Absolutely clear. And thank you for bringing this very clarity to this issue this morning. The fighting going on in Ebonyi State, a sitting governor is encouraging people to be fighting one another. Unbelievable. I don't know what is it with our people and land. The land will be there. The land was there before we came. The land will be there after we are all gone, because every living thing one day is going to die. The caller on the line, can you hear me on signal? Can you hear me? Your name and where you are, please.
Good morning, our great leader.
Good morning to you.
Yes, my name is Mazi. I am calling from Republic of Ghana.
You are in Ghana, the place that Twitter have decided to site their headquarters in Africa, because Twitter came and said, we thought that Nigeria is the giant of Africa. We never knew it was a shithole. Now they have packed their bags and gone to Ghana to establish. Please go ahead, we're listening.
Yes, sir. My simple question is this. With the manner our governors are doing in the land of Biafra, the way other people are sabotaging us, doing everything humanly possible, aiding and abetting, serving the Fulani Janjaweeds to get their conquest. I am suggesting, is it not high time we give them a shaking hand, so that when others see that we have attacked them, they have a visible attack on them, or anything that is connected and related to them? I think it will help us and give a warning to other people who might migrate newly to do the same thing they are doing.
That is true. I entirely agree with you, but that time hasn't come yet. What we are doing right now is to face the enemy. But all the traitors and saboteurs within, when their time comes, they'll be dealt with. In fact, some of them are being dealt with as we speak. But it's not everything that we're going to announce live on air, and they understand it, that our freedom is of paramount importance. We want nothing else more than our freedom. There is nothing else we desire more than the freedom for we Biafrans. And we are going to do, in fact, we are doing everything humanly possible to make sure that that's the case. Thank you very much for calling. Thank you very, very much for calling.
Again, sir, there's another thing. It's like a question and like a contribution.
Go ahead.
As they are parading themselves in this 2023 conquest of Igbo president and this, is it not wise enough for us to seal down anything about campaign, anything about whatever that their ambition in the Biafran land? Because the more we give them that space to do their campaign and do whatever rubbish they are doing, they are thinking that they have arrived. Can't we stop every campaign in Igbo land? Because we are not part of Janjaweed and we cannot allow their campaign in our land.
Yes, what you have said is absolutely critical, but there is one mistake we don't want to make. There is one mistake we are not going to make. The mistake is this: you don't know these people. You know that democracy and democratic discourse is a universal concept, or should I say, that is what the West is trying to, should I say, promote all over the world. What they want to do, in essence, is to try as much as possible to say that we are anti-democratic forces. That's what they want to do. Once you say to the US, to EU, and all the rest of them that these people do not believe in democracy, you become an enemy of the world. That is why we cannot take that very route. But if they rig any elections that they have, then we have every legitimate right to express our grievances. But I do understand what you're saying. Our Yoruba brethren are saying also that there's not going to be any elections in 2023 unless, they discuss referendum, which is where we stand at the moment. But we must be very, very careful not to do anything that will allow the zoo to go to the Biden administration, or to go for Britain to help them to go to Europe to say that these are anti-democratic forces. Once we do that, they will try as much as they can to shut us down. So we must proceed very, very cautiously. Very, very cautiously. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much for that. There are, of course, the useless Facebook. They are cracking and trying to make our life difficult. as always. They are trying to make our life difficult as always, but we are going to stop them. They can't stop us from broadcasting this very morning. They can never, ever stop us from broadcasting this very morning. We are live and we are direct, and heaven is bearing us witness. Let me go to the line to see who is there. If you are used to calling, please, I beg of you, allow other people to try and call as well. We cannot afford to appear undemocratic. Once you do that, is over. If you have called us in the past couple of months, please try not to call us again. Please allow other people, other first-time callers to call as well, please. Very, very important. Allow other first-time callers to call us as well, please. I have a caller on the line. Please give us your name and where you're calling us from, if you may.
From 7th April 2022, the selling and eating of Nama, also known as Kanu, is forbidden in Biafra land. Be warned. From 7th April 2022, the selling and eating of Nama, also known as Kanu, is forbidden in Biafra land. Be warned. Anybody not following anything that DOS says goes. Anybody not following others from Chile, Brazil, from DOS, you will be removed tonight, you will be unsanctioned or okay. You know, before we remove you, without knowing where you are. This time around, we will catch you before we remove you. Anything DOS says is what goes. If you is saying our reconciliation committee, if he calls you on the phone, you must listen to him and do as he says. He is our deputy head of Directorate of State, led by Mazi JOHNATHAN. They are the highest decision-making body in IPOB. If that is difficult, they now refer to me. You understand? Anything they if they call you on the phone, you don't return their call or your doing something, and we don't believe that the decision has got you over and you return it. We run the discipline movement more than anything. We value discipline more than anything else in the world. That's the only thing we have. That is we are able to defeat the Sioux and defeat the Sioux.
Come closer to the front, please, that you may have possession of the microphone. That's how I debate. What is he? Please come to the front, if you might. Because we are Radio Biafra, whiter than white and whiter than snow. Can you please come closer? Thank you. No, sit where you are, it's fine. Can you pass the microphone to him, please? You must bear with us. This is very, very necessary. Please. No, I want the world to hear you. No, I want to be live on the air.
No, leave him. He doesn't want to come on the microphone. That is the problem. Cowards. Cowards. That is the thing about cowards, you see. Can they please, this is live, the world is listening, please. I want the door shut. If he's here or not, I will continue with my broadcast. These cowards cannot face the truth. The same microphone being used by everybody and is asking for my microphone. Because he knows it's impossible to give him that. He's looking for an excuse. I don't know why you're kicking him out. Leave him to stay. I am going to dissect what they wrote. Some of you here will bear with me. This night is pivotal in what we are doing. That is the life of cowards. They never stand for the truth. They always look for a diversionary tactics. Take the microphone, sit in front. First, he wants to sit beside me. Now he wants my microphone. Cowards, looking for an excuse. That is what they always do. You wrote rubbish, come and defend it, you cannot do it. Please shut the door for me, the world is listening. I want to go live to continue with what this idiot wrote. They can run away, they can never hide. This is Radio Biafra after all. Is everybody here listening? Are you listening? Please give me your attention. This is Radio Biafra. You remember we said we are whiter than white and whiter than snow. We are about to prove it to everybody. I need more people to be here so that they will understand and that every coordinator is listening, because this allegation, we must deal with it. But first of all, UTMFO, can you hear me? UTMFO, can you hear me? UTMFO, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
UTMFO, prepare the tape I asked you to play. I want to tell our people the genesis of the problem. Anytime you're ready, you tell me, we go to that very tape to tell our people what the problem is. Are you ready? UTMFO, when you're ready, you let me know. You play the tape. That is the genesis of what is problem. For you people to hear, wait till you get it, and understand how people that call themselves Biafrans behave. This is how they behave. Yes. Are you ready?
Yes, I don't know where to start.
I told you to start precisely from where I concluded where I ruled on what should happen and the response of the women. Please do that. What we are trying to do, our dear people, is to bring to your attention what caused all this hoo-ha. As a preamble, before this child wrote what he wrote, there was a blackmail directed against me by the women, the so-called women of Biafra. They gave me an ultimatum that I should sack Nnamdi, which is Nasiebu, our head of directorate, or they will leave the struggle. Are you people listening? You want to know what caused all this nonsense, yes? And I'm giving it to you. That is exactly what. Can they move this whole thing away from here, please? Then can they go to the street, please? Which MFR, you with me? Which MFR, can you hear me? Now the line is open. When he comes back to me, he's looking for it. Are you people paying attention here? Do you want to know what caused this problem? And I'm telling you that the women had a meeting and decided to give me an ultimatum. Not as their leader, but somebody they think they can blackmail and control. What is the problem? Remove Uchenna Asiebu and replace him with whoever they wanted to replace him with. Uche, are you ready?
Yes.
Please go ahead and play it. Please, this is a recording part of what happened. Please, I'll conclude. Go ahead. I can't hear anything.
You know you can't hear me.
I can hear you. I'm in the tape. Are you playing it or not?
Yes. Well,
go ahead and do so.
Okay, just give me 2 minutes. Go ahead with what you're doing when you see.
And then you come back to me. The tape, I don't know, maybe some of you have been, you want me to close down? I repeat what I said. I was given an ultimatum by the women. Take it or leave it. They said that I must replace my own head of directorate or the women will leave. And I asked them to go and speak to the Directorate of State, the head of it, speak to other people and come back to me. They spoke to them, came back to me. I asked them to convene a meeting of everybody to be present. A meeting of the very high command of this struggle was assembled in a meeting. They told me what Uche Nasibu had told them, and I blamed Uche Nasibu there and then and said, please apologize to the women for anything they said you may have addressed them wrongly, please apologize. And when I finished and I said to the women, Uche Nasibu has not done anything wrong. All I was hearing, even when I traveled to Spain to go and investigate this matter myself, I never told anybody I was in Spain. But the talkatives from Spain, of course, they respect the needs of everyone. That's their job. What I was hearing from the segment of the people is that the head of directorate must be removed. I said, why? They said, what they have been hearing. I said, from whom? Where is the proof? You want me to come out publicly and disown somebody when there is no shred of evidence? Not one single shred of evidence. Where is the evidence against Uche Nasibu? Because this is a classic Igbo way of behaving, and I will not have it. People say things about me, they say things about other people, therefore I don't believe gossip, I need proof. Show me the proof. They could not provide me with any proof. Do you know what the women said to me at that meeting? It's on tape. We are leaving the struggle. Since you will not remove Uche Nasibu, we are leaving this struggle for men. Are you listening to me? I did not sack anybody. The women said they were leaving. And you don't blackmail me, anybody who knows me. I said to them, for what you said, all of you are hereby suspended. Our sister Rita Ipob was not there. I said, because she reports to me on affairs concerning women, I said to her, that the women present, is our sister aware of it? They said yes, including our sister Rita Ipob, that women will leave the struggle for the men. How did I sack anybody? Do you see how Igbo men spend time gossiping? This thing is on tape. We had a meeting before anybody would deny it. So how can it be that people are going about peddling falsehood when it was the women themselves that decided not to be a part of the meeting? Are you people listening? Which one before, when you're ready, let me know. Women decided to leave. I did not sack anybody. I suspended them because of their insubordination. And I will go back a step further in the past to let you understand where even people. After our 30th of May celebration, I dissolved the old executive council. Are you aware of the executive council? Are you aware that I dissolved it? Do you know why I dissolved it? Because they planned a coup. Which MFO stopped. They had a meeting and told Uche MFO when Akujeze was the chairman that I should be replaced by Uche MFO. The reason why the coup did not work was because Uche MFO was loyal. Why was the conspiracy? Because of insubordination. At home, at Enugu, Ikechukwu never reports to me. I love him very much. I brought him back from where he was because of the work he has done for his country, that we may work together. But sometimes when you praise people, it gets into their brain, they begin to act foolishly. I went to Enugu, I told him, I don't like the way you speak to other people around. I don't like the difficulties you're having with those of them around you. From now onwards, do not address anybody unless you come to me first. For the very first time since I have known him, he responded to me. I was talking and he was talking, and I told him I will not have it. If you keep talking when I'm talking, you will leave this office. I run this very place. I am the director of Radio Biafra, and as a result of that, you will not address me that way. When I'm speaking, you don't speak. It is called protocol. The same way when you are speaking, I don't expect others to speak. I asked him to leave the office and he left. He said, where will I go to? I said, anywhere you want to go to. If I want you to sleep outside, you sleep outside. After all, I have been boy to a lot of people. Chepas Okoro is one. Everybody knows I served the Wazirike diligently. My friends were laughing at me saying I love the Wazirike more than his own wife. I left him when he compromised by dancing with Nigeria, and I asked him before I left. And he came and he kidnapped me. Because I put Ikechukwu out, they rang me. The executive committee sat and rang me and said, please bring him back. I said, I will not until he apologizes unreservedly. Some of them spoke to him, he said he will not apologize to me. I said, you will stay outside until you come to your senses, and that's exactly what I did. Because I refused an internal matter, discipline. Some people full of envy and greed said, oh, Nnamdi Kanu is becoming too powerful. Who runs this show? Is it the executive council or is it the director? Who runs it? I said, I run it. And to show you that I run it, I will dissolve you immediately after the 30th of May. That's what I did. And from that day, they have been plotting and scheming, plotting and scheming, plotting and scheming. Until it got to a point that they even rang some of you, started to plant doubts into your mind, don't contribute money. I appointed them. They said to me to return Akujeze and Ikechukwu to the struggle, and I said no, because I don't reinstate people once you're out, you're out. I don't. They use the Miamio as a cover to try and get at me by telling me he is not working very well. I said, this man hasn't done anything wrong. I don't crucify people, remember. If you want to blame anybody, you blame me. I carry the ultimate responsibility. Do you know what we did? They went on a campaign of gossip and whispering. They said to people, ask questions, where is the transmitter? Are you saying you have not seen the transmitter? Our dear sister, did I not send you to Lagos? Did you not see the container? Do you want me to announce where our transmitter is so that our enemies will get at it? Why are you asking people to ask me in public, where is the transmitter? People contributed money to buy the transmitter, and we bought the transmitter. Why are you giving the world the impression that we bought no transmitter when you have seen it yourself? I want to learn. They say I am guilty. I want to know what I'm guilty of. People contributed money. If you go to Radio Biafra Facebook page now, you will see the eagle standing on top of our cenotaph before it was destroyed. The same people that I went and built this cenotaph with, they will turn around and say to people, there is no cenotaph. I was standing in the sun. Some of you saw my pictures then. I was looking very, very dark. The same cenotaph I built with you, that you are going to instigate people to say that there is no cenotaph, there is no transmitter. What type of a human being are you? I keep asking the question, can you tell me what I did wrong? Did anybody see me at Abuja? Did I talk to any politician? Are people back home, are they hungry? Are they not living very well? So what is the problem? Can you tell me what I have done wrong? They said I have stayed too much outside, I should come back home. I said I cannot come back home because I have not raised enough money for the weapons. The next thing that you heard was, let us find out where that money is. The reason why they are jumping up and down asking for the money is that they want to know how much we have, give it to our enemies so they can know our strength. And what is paining me is that these are people on the inside. I want somebody to tell me what I have done wrong. The same people talking about go and ask him money. Do I control the money that goes back home? The answer is no. I don't. Because when I trust people, I trust them completely. My dear sister, have I ever sat down one day and said, I can't do this, I can't? Because I trust you. Anything you tell me, I don't question it. I trust you. Why can't you trust me? But it's not her fault because she's a good woman. People got at her. They got at her. She's a very fine woman. I have nothing against her. I love her till tomorrow. People got at her. She thought she was dealing with people that had the same Biafran interest at heart, not knowing she is working with those of them who are more interested in envy and jealousy. You cannot be me. You can never be Nnamdi Kanu. All your jealousy and greed cannot get you anywhere close to me. Believe are still begging.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi JOHNATHAN from Olo province of Biafra land. We are live and direct. Today is the 22nd day of February in the year of our Lord 2022. I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers onto this hallowed platform in this edition of Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE. Our leader is the indefatigable Mazi Kanu, who is in the enemy dungeon. They refuse our attorneys to visit him. But make no mistake about it. Our leader must be released. When we say it here, some people laugh and think that it's a joke. The same way some useless individuals think that what we are doing in IPOB is just, we are just playing. People are dying. People are sacrificing their lives, their houses, everything for this struggle. You don't dare joke with this struggle. You don't dare joke with this struggle. You can joke with me as a person. You can do anything, slap me, no problem. I can even bear it. But once it comes to this struggle, I am as radical as anything you can think about. And that is how it's supposed to be. Because we are fighting for something so huge. Maybe you cannot understand. Something very huge. You might not understand. Do you understand me? Something so huge. The reason why people are dying or, doing anything, spending a lot of money, doing one thing or the other in order to get American and European visas, because people fought for their countries. And today, the citizens are very proud. That's why you line up in order to get their citizenship. People, it didn't fall down from heaven. Those countries like that didn't fall down from heaven. They didn't fall down from heaven. People sacrifice and sacrifice their lives for it. That is what we are doing. History will, remember us in her good book that we did the right thing. The same way you remember people like during the American Revolution, people like James Madison, people like George Washington, John Hancock, come to South Africa, Mandela, all of them that fought, that you can be proud to say, nah, they head south. You don't know what people suffered. You don't know. Because you don't study history. That's why you love already made. Production is the hardest thing to do. Do you understand? Production, when you patiently take this one, mix it, put the other one, sometimes you didn't get it. You try again. Production is the hardest thing. Do you understand? But when you become experts, there is glory in it. You see, Mercedes-Benz you are driving today, Mercedes, is somebody that started it. His name is Benz. Is it Carl Benz? It's a German. If you watch the first Benz vehicle which he produced, it doesn't look like anything at all. Benz is the first producer of automobile, motor vehicle. Not Ford, as some people might think. But Ford made it, Henry Ford made his own to be, the first mass produced, so that poor people can be able to lay hands, buy cars. That's Henry Ford. Producing is is not easy. You bring chunk of metals and plastics and anything you can think about and start joining them. It's not easy. But when you become expert, you see how people are now, 2022 model, G-Wagon. You didn't know what people suffered. Sometimes I challenge you listening to me, hearing my voice today. You go to YouTube, watch all these the early cars, car pioneers, aeroplane pioneers. How people, it's all this. I love watching documentary when I have time of all these things. You see how people died. You see how people were suffering. It didn't deter them because they want to be perfect. They want to produce. Sometimes they'll fly, even they'll push something like cardboard, which they make as aircraft. It will fall over the cliff, and the engineer will die. Others will come. It didn't deter them. Today, I want to fly first class. That's why, if I'm the white people, I will stop anything about all this modern equipment. I will leave Africans to be going on donkeys, still on donkeys. Because all they want is already made. Production is the hardest thing. You understand? But there is glory in it when you succeed. That is what we are doing, just like production. Fighting for this struggle really confirmed to me, made me to understand that our people, we are behind. You know, I used to say that we are primitive people. This struggle opened my eyes on the gullibility of our people. When you say gullibility, you think is maybe those only in the village, you know. Even some people in the village are more better, highly more better than those that you think that know. Intellectuals, you think that they know. But before I go on, please, let us pray. And our leader will lead us in praying a recorded prayer.
Let us pray. For God in heaven, Almighty Creator, the ancients of the ancients, the maker of the heavens and the earth, you created everything that the mind of a living soul can imagine, but none created thee. That is why we say you are immortal, you are invisible, you are omnipotent. This very God that every generation who has ever had the grace of knowing thee have always testified to your goodness. That is the same God that we kneel and bow before. This God is our refuge and our strength, a very present help even in this time of Janjaweed trouble, even in this time of Fulani rage and terrorism. Therefore we shall fear no evil. This IPOB shall fear no evil. Even if the whole world is against us, even if Britain intensifies their effort to crush this very light of hope in sub-Saharan Africa, even though they shake the mountains, even though the seas may rise, even though they may give all the weapons and ammunition to the zoological republic, no matter what they do, no matter how they foment their rage, it doesn't matter to us. For God, Chukwokika Biama, is in the land of Biafra. We shall never ever be moved. This God of the ancients will help us now and forevermore. For Biafra shall come, and this Lord of hosts is with us. Chukwokika Biama, the same God of Jacob, this same God of Shadrach and Meshach and Abednego, this God that never abandons his people, this same God is our refuge, and we proclaim it unashamedly that this God that we kneel and bow before, we shall worship thee. For Biafra is your promise, your word is yea and amen. Instead of your word not to come to pass, heaven and earth will cease to exist. Upon this very hope we anchor all our belief that Biafra shall come in our time, and we pray that it come this very year, that your glory may be made manifest in the lives of men, that we may kneel and bow before thee. He said,
once again, I welcome each and every one of you to today's edition of Radio Biafra House of Service, coming to you through Radio Biafra London. Today is the 22nd day of February 2022. We are here live and direct. Do not forget that tomorrow, being the 23rd of February, I will be hosting some members of the DOS, which includes Mazi JOHNATHAN and Mazi Nnamdi, in an interactive session. You understand? Interactive session, so that you can prepare your questions, ask them, and get the answers that is needed. Many of our people are listening to gossip. You know, the clip I first played, I think it was 2014, when we were facing the same thing, the same similar situation. Only that this time around, the politicians at the background, they are involved with money. That is the only difference. That time it was the normal Igbo thing. The same thing, but no much politicians backing as of that time. Because at that time they didn't take us serious. They call us miscreants. Obasanjo say, leave them, not miscreants. No, wow, leave them. Nothing. So out of the Igbo disease, the normal Igbo disease of jealousy, if it is not me, why will it be you? Why will it be Mazi Kanu? Why not me? If not me, I destroy it. That is a very big disease. You know, killer disease. Why will it be this person? Why not me? If I'm not controlling it, instead I decide, I scatter everything. Oh yeah, killer disease in Igbo. It's a very big disease. Why will it be this person? Instead of to support him wholeheartedly, because you see that what he's doing, it will benefit us. Everybody is fighting for us. Now you say no. Why will he be? Why will they call him savior? All the time. Why would they call him savior? Why would you look at how he's smiling? People are cheering him. This is Igbo disease, and that is why you see anywhere Igbos gather as Igbo gathering. Everybody wants to be a leader. On the head. Do you know I'm your chief, high chief, Okereke? Do you know that I'm on one? Do you know who I am? Our leader started by curbing because he know our disease. He started by curbing, making sure that this doesn't take place. And that is why everybody simply answer Mazi. Do you understand? We don't have no come one. Now address me by my name. Who are you? If you want to understand who you really are, go to the mortuary and see people that you are bigger than, people that are bigger than you, taller than you, slimmer than you. Anyhow, pot belly, they have some have more than you, some you are bigger, you have bigger, any beautiful ones than you. They are now numbers. Identified as numbers. Do you understand? That is for you to understand what matters in this world. What should matter is the legacy we lay as a human being, as human beings, and not who you are. You are nothing. You are just a food for worms. Like, if you have wound, don't treat it for 1 week. It will become infected. Don't wash it, don't treat it, leave it like that. You become food for worms. Just like that. Because you are their food. You understand? You are their food. Nothing more. You know who I am. If that breeze, that oxygen, you stop breathing that oxygen, you become garbage, excess luggage. No me go expire. That is who we are. What matters is when you are alive, you make good use of it, lay good legacy, so that you write your name with an immortal pen. You write your name in immortality. The Kenya ambassador, now is late. But in his video, you see there, go to YouTube, you see him when he was denying, lying through his teeth, that Kenya never knew anything about Mazi Nnamdi. You know, the way he talk it even. Today he is late. Do you see how humans are? Today he is late. If you want, carry the whole diamond in this world, go show him anywhere if they never bury him. In the mortuary he is, because he cannot stay any other place. Only in the cold. He cannot know. Give him the costliest wine now in the morning. He doesn't know. But this is a person maybe he used to command. You want wine, maybe a wine that was stored since 18th century till now. Wine of 300 years. Now all those things are vanity upon vanity. All is vanity. That is why when I see some of our people gallivanting on social media, say they are rich people, they are this and that. Hey, these are food for worms. Once you close your eye, nothing. The best thing is to lay a good legacy. What are you remembered for? What will you be remembered for? That is the thing. Therefore, we must continue. As I was saying, production is too difficult. Production was too difficult. It's too difficult, not was. It's too difficult. Anything production is too difficult. That is why Africans, the agenda, the European agenda, they have made Africans to be so lazy. Now, money, just buy anything, go import, just either go China and fly to China and import. Very easy. Buy anything you want and bring it. Go to Germany, go to America, bring anything. No. Generations now start growing in that laziness, lazy character. That is the disadvantage of this time we are, because we are seeing things that are beautiful, things that are already made. During the time of the Europeans, the advantage they had is that they had they didn't see anything more, advanced civilization or technology during their time. So they have to maneuver, do something. They started from the scratch. From the scratch. Carl Benz, as I said, he was the first mechanical engineer who designed and built the world's first practical automobile, powered by an internal combustion engine. It's Carl Benz. It wasn't easy for him. It took him time, but today you are enjoying the product of his hard work. That time he was, I saw one chap, a Biafran, on social media that built this. What did he call that car? Gravity X. Very bright chap. He said he have to run away from his father. I think from Enugu to Lagos, because his father wants him to go to school. People don't understand what is the. I don't know whether I can even preach what I'm supposed to preach. All are the same thing. People don't understand what education is. People thought that education is only go to school to learn English. Oh, you go to no. When the chap, I think he was whether 18 or 20 or something like that, or less than. He said the thing used to come to him 3 o'clock in the night, early in the morning. Sorry. That is the images of things that he's supposed to do. He make him wake. He's doing to him like a mad person. It happened to me. I have that experience. When I was a kid, I had that experience. But we know Nigeria is a destiny destroyer. That's why I have, personal issue to settle with Nigeria. Nigeria need to be destroyed. This chap said that his father was forcing him, you have to go to school, go to university to learn, maybe a lawyer. He said, what? He hates that school. And to God who made me, that man, that his father, normally is supposed to be arrested even. The man allowed his son to run away, and even the journalist called him in Lagos as a father. He said he don't know he want his child to go to school. He don't know, so he's just doing one thing. I said, look at ignorance. He don't know that this chap is a star God sent to you. A star. A shining star that will affect the lives of millions of people continuously forever. But look at him. He wants to go and learn how to speak a big grammar. They want him to go and learn. And the chap, you build that car. Gravity X. From nothing. He never go to school. He never, to learn the trade. No. Once you have that talent, it's like that. Sometimes you close your eyes, things will start coming to you. You have to go and start jotting it down, writing, drawing. Somebody will think that you are crazy. It's like that. That is what Nigeria is killing in us. That is what Nigeria see they are destroying in us. Ezekiel Izog is gone. Gone forever with his load in the brain. He has gone. Many Biafrans are languishing. Now, after with their talents, they have no other option than to be doing any other thing. Because the system is meant to annihilate us and our talents. And you will see somebody joking with this struggle for us. You will see somebody trying to mess up with this struggle for us. This is a fight for survival. Fight. When you are swimming to survive, maybe your boat, you fall down, your boat capsizes, and you are fighting, swimming to survive to shore. That is what we are doing. We are fighting for survival. Because if you stop fighting, you drown, you perish. That is what the situation we are in. Anytime we stop, swimming, we are tired. You just drown and water will flow into your lungs and you die. That is the situation we are in. We are fighting for survival. It is a very big pity that many people don't even listen to Radio Biafra any longer. People that call themselves that, they had the voice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on Radio Biafra, our standard. Today, what they listen to is gossip and propaganda. It's very, very big pity, honestly speaking. And that is why when you see them, you know them. The way they talk, the way they dish out lies and propaganda against the structure laid down by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, institution, DOS. And the worst part of it is that many of our people are very easy to deceive. As easy as a baby. Once they hear this, look at what he don't want to verify, he doesn't care, he take it like that. Before you know, he start putting his own pepper and salt and distributing. That is how bad it is. But we must continue. It doesn't matter. We must continue. Stop calling these people the Hausa Fulani. The Hausa and Fulani are two different ethnicities, tribes. There is nothing like Hausa Fulani until the revelation of the presence of the Fulani man called Ottoman Danfodio came into the scene in the early 18th century. Started teaching them Quran. He gained entrance into the king's palace. There he didn't miss his opportunity. The jihadism tendency of the Fulani, the manipulation of the Fulani, he didn't miss it. And he used Islam to manipulate the brains of the Hausas. They fell woefully. They turned against each other. And that empowered Ottoman Danfodio into believing that he can conquer any people, any race in that region, until they see that he will dip Quran into the Atlantic Ocean. Because he believed that the people in that region are very stupid and gullible. Please, do not joke with what we say here. Stop calling them the Hausa Fulani. The Hausa should rise up. They should rise up in order to take what belongs to them. They are not the only people that suffer this or this type of conquest. No. The Europeans suffered it. The Iberian Peninsula, Portugal, part of France, Switzerland, Spain, part of Italy, some part of European countries today. They suffered conquest under the Arabs, Mohammedans, from I think 7th to 15th century. 800 years of conquest, complete conquest. The Arabs, they initiated, they put down their own civilization in Europe, mandated people to start speaking Arab, learning Arab and speaking it. Do you know what it means? 800 years. Almost going 200 years short of 1,000 millennium. You know what it means? If it is other people, they will give up and say, we are conquered, no more. But the Europeans, they didn't give up. On the 15th century, they rose up and took and struck back and recaptured their land, pursued the Arabs till today, and continued in their civilization. Do you understand? Do you know why they did it? They want to continue in their own original civilization. That is how people erase progresses. When you are always bedeviled with a foreign civilization, you are at the mercy of those foreigners. Don't you understand that? They'll play with you, they joke with you. That is why, look at Africa today. They say, oh, it's democracy. Look at what they call democracy in Africa, in Nigeria mostly, and look at the real democracy in Europe and the West in general. And you see that in Africa is a joke, fake, that is meant in order to keep Africa aground. Continuous. Because you cannot develop more than your mentor, the foreigner. I mean, you cannot be a master in the foreign legacy, a foreign religion or foreign tradition more than the original owner of that legacy or tradition. It's impossible. The Europeans that bring this, they say, okay, just do the executive, legislature, and the judiciary only. Anything you do on the electioneering, every 4 years, you go and you get. Now you have started. Tinubu, that is a person that have stolen enough money. You know why Africans are Nigerians are demonic, honestly speaking. Afwe Juala. They steal and loot and continue looting. It doesn't matter, they don't need it, they continue looting. That is primitive accumulation syndrome. It's a disease. Do you understand? You know, when we talk about this, people don't understand. Just look at. You see people that live in Western world. They see our people, Nigerians, even Igbo men. Governor of Anambra State, the current governor that is going out, he's one of them. He lives in America. They live in a developed world, see how things work, enjoy social security, enjoy, welfare, enjoy electricity, enjoy every good thing that a government can do to the people. All that matters to them. All they always think is to go back, enter politics in Nigeria. Not to better people's life. Na kamga kire my own national cake. You see that the heart is evil. Sometimes I'm going say, why Africans don't have grace? Because all these things you see, little thing. You go to our land today, you will see people that they have American passports, but they are among those helping even among the politicians, Nigerian politicians, dealing with the poor, miserable people. I know some of them. You understand? And they call it life. How we Africans have grace. You know, like the other day I said it. Liberia you see today, you are hearing today as a country. Normally, I think they had their independence, is it 1847 or something like that? When they came, when black Americans that opted to return back to Africa, they were carried back to Africa with what they have, the level of development and civilization that they have been exposed to. Instead of conveying it to the land, to their ancestral land, what they came for is to revenge, to enslave those poor indigenous people also, turn them into slaves. The thing they run away from. In Sierra Leone, the same thing. Why will countries like that develop? Look at them every time. Every time, poor countries. Now, these people these black Americans, they came to Liberia. They now turned back and started collaborating with those that they called their slave masters that they were running away from, still in America, in order to enslave the people that they saw, the people that they should collaborate with and learn from them and teach them also, so that they will develop and advance. Say, look, no, this is how we saw it like the other. Let us develop and work. No. In Liberia, do you know that before the arrival of synthetic rubber, Firestone that produces tire, they have Liberia became their planting ground, their plantation. The black Americans that came to Liberia, returned to Liberia. Now they collaborated with the neo-colonialists in America. Turn a huge chunk of Liberia into rubber plantation. Oh, Chineke. I'm thinking sometimes, let me see, why do I even care to study history? I don't know. Because it will make you, when you study the character of black man, you always be annoyed. You know, there was one time, during the time of our leader on every time, somebody said that no, our leader, whether on Archie Watch, whether he laughs at all, because on you see all the time. And I said, why wouldn't he be annoyed? When you are seeing the character of black people, the way we are evil to ourselves, you will see somebody that lives good life in England, in Spain, in Italy. He is not suffering. No, he never suffered. He has the European passport, the American passport. All that he's thinking is evil, wickedness. How he will go back to Nigeria in order to continue lording it over to miserable people, deceiving them with election, vote for this, vote for that, without opening their eyes, telling the people, look, what you are doing here is not the way. Let there be revolution. Again, now that these people, God will have pity. If not our atonement. I'm telling you, they want to continue going to exploit the exploited. Liberia, you black Americans that came to Liberia did it. That's why they no poverty everywhere. In Sierra Leone, the same thing. Freetown. Oh, Chineke Kunai Hojo. God forbid bad thing. The Caucasians, they have grace because they are evil to outsiders, but to their own, they try to always be solid. Do you understand me? They want to have, for themselves to have good lives as a group, as a people. They are evil, but they are wise. Do you remember when our leader preached about the Crusaders? People in Europe during the Roman Empire, they go to fight in order to redeem Jerusalem. Only that they had that, that place, a Savior was born there, so he's a Christian. So they have to risk their lives and march from Europe, from Italy, down to Jerusalem. Do you know what it means? All these things contribute to the grace they have. That is why God opened their eyes first, gave them wisdom first, and they accepted it wholeheartedly. You see a black man, instead of him to support his own fellow, you want to heal that so that everybody will be suffering. That person will come down to miserability and be suffering like him. Hell, Chineke. I say Liberia is a practical example. Normally, Liberia and Sierra Leone should be developed country. I say developed, complete, because what they go hand. But all that matters for them is those black Americans is to now lord it over, enslave Kana Chindi Ozo Chichinchibu. Development is not their problem. Grab their land and give it to start collaborating with people now that you were seen as enemy, the white people. That's why you run down to Africa. Now they capture their land and say plant it rubber. If not for the arrival of synthetic rubber, go and make your research. Firestone Company, they were taking their raw materials from Liberia for a long time, with the collaboration of black America, or just for them, we will help you. America say, we will help you people. Do you see? You are like us. So, but these we are slaves in their hands. But now they turn their heads upside down and say, you are like us. Now you represent our interests there in Liberia and Sierra Leone. Okay? Those people, they don't even know how to speak English. Do you know that? So they are not the same like you. Do you see? Now this thing enters their spirit. Mazi Nnamdi, he used to warn, if you praise somebody, praise an Igbo man, hey, because they don't know how to handle. Many of our people is in our blood. We think aloud. We are highly sentimental set of people. That is why you see an Igbo man. Bring an Igbo man to a ceremony. If you want to take all the whole money he has in his pocket, maybe he come with 100,000 naira, for example, in that occasion, and in his mind, even in a church, in his mind, he decided from home to give 10,000, no matter what. I'll just go and drop 10,000 naira for them for the occasion. Okay. That's what he decides with himself. Now the remaining 90,000 he will still be there. But to go to that occasion, hey, look at introduction. Sometimes there's no difference, a little difference between behavior of some Ndiba and Anketa. Hey, chief doctor, no, hey, he will rise up. That adrenaline, he will not know when he put hand inside the pocket, bring out that 100,000. which he budgeted to give only 10,000. He will spray it there. Because our people, they know, I've been where they plan occasion. The DJ, I know what they used to say. Say, Naima no take an apple and diba just hey, or buy an issue, or guys, mamboji even the whole money. I don't know when you get binye go there, to add more. These are sentimental people, sentimental in nature. Here we expose ourselves. We don't pity ourselves. Let me go quickly to the topic that says the weapon of propaganda. I have even dived into it. Propaganda just to spread or propagate. It is the dissemination of information, facts, arguments, rumors, half-truths or lies to influence public opinion. The primary aim of propaganda is to influence people's opinions or behavior. That is the primary aim. That is what you are seeing today. That is why there are many propagandas, going everywhere. Our leader asked, can you handle propaganda? Those that are sending voice, can you handle propaganda? I listen to the voice that are going, when they say, this one say, if our leader, if Mazi Nnamdi can just send voicemail so that we hear his voice on this and that, on the. I say, look at people. On the ina hanona. How chineke. Imanandi Burundi, for example, according to the Bible, Burundi so disciple, if they are disciples of Christ, they will scatter everything. Once Christ is gone, okay, no, although it happened anyway, that's what happened. Peter Matthew, I think Matthew was he died in Ethiopia, the other or in India. One died in Russia. Everywhere, scatter everywhere. This one will carry the teaching, the one he understand. That is why you have Orthodox. You have a Russian Orthodox. You have a Egyptian Orthodox. You have a Greek Orthodox. What do you think it means? All of them have different ceremonies and different teachings, but they came from the same source. That is how our people behave. Do you understand? Our people listen, they fall for propaganda. And the caliphate understand this. Do you understand? I listened to Mazi Peters during his broadcast. He said, I think when he was going somewhere, I think on music recording to Iguacha, Port Harcourt, saying on the air, one of his band members, they were, that one, he said he understands Hausa very well, speaks Hausa and so understands very well. He saw two people speaking Hausa among themselves. That man was listening. They didn't know that he was understanding whatever they are saying. He said that his friend, that his comrade told him, please, if we come down, remind me, I will to tell you something. Remind me, just remind me. And when they came down, he reminded them, what do you say you want to tell me? He said, look, do you know what those Hausa people were saying? Those Alhajis inside the flight? That he said either 1973, 74. As early as that time. He said the Hausa people said in Hausa, they were speaking in Hausa. Do you know these Igbo people, they think that they are smart. When we finish dealing with them, they will know that they are the foolish people, not we. They call us we are foolish. That they are smart and wise. Don't worry, we'll finish with them. When we finish with them, you will see that they will understand that we are the wise people and they are the foolish. Is it not what is happening today? This thing, how many years? Going to 50 years today. He said it. Many of us had him. I had him. I said, I took record. I said, God, and I know not push. Oh, we are smart. We are wise. Where is your wisdom? when you have to, for somebody to become a governor in your land, in your own state, you have to go and do obeisance. Bow down to the Sadwana of Sokoto. Where is your wisdom? We're supposed to cover our faces in shame. I'm telling you honestly. If not for IPOB, I could remember just the ceremony of the what year was that? Is it 2007 or which year? Hong Kong had their independence from Britain after 100 years. The Chinese president made a statement. He said the 100 years of shame is over, which means they were ashamed that they have to be under somebody's colony or colonization. Somebody is ruling them. Now they were living in shame, but now it's okay. That is why when we tell you that without Biafra we are dead. When you see people, oh, we are wise. You are nothing. Go look at. Anything you want to do, you go and take an excuse from a filthy Fulani and you say, what you know is how to deal with your own people. They will contract you and start killing your own people. And you say you are wise. If not for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, honestly, they will be babbing us without razor, with a broken bottle. You know what it means? That is what they have initiated. They want to treat us. Their initial plan was, when they finish with us, Biafrans, we will be lower. I say lower than the Almajiris. Do you understand? We will be lower than the Almajiris. The plan was initiated. All we do is dog eat dog. They will put a piece of bone and you see hungry dogs everywhere. And you say you are wise. The weapon of propaganda. As I said, the primary aim of propaganda is to influence people's opinions and behaviors actively, rather than merely to communicate the facts about something. That is it. The world is full of propaganda. It depends on the motive of the propaganda. It's mind-boggling that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was renditioned, and the people no more go back to listen to that standard, that is Radio Biafra. You know, in order to weigh information they hear, because this is our standard. It's just like you say you are born again Christian, but you don't read the Bible, you don't know Bible. It's the same thing. You disregard Bible because Bible is your standard as a Christian. You don't know nothing. A Muslim, the same thing, Quran. When you don't know nothing, you are just by mouth. Anything can sweep you out. You understand? It's the same thing in this our struggle. Once you listen to propaganda, people listen to WhatsApp messages only, and they conclude. Instead of diligently finding out, let me go back to the standard led by our leader for us. Because Radio Biafra is our standard. It is not a Facebook page. It is not a WhatsApp message. Is it from Radio Biafra? Now what you hear, you don't conclude until you go back to Radio Biafra, start listening. If there is a question, you call and ask, is there this and that? Because this is our standard. And people neglect it. That is why they fall for propaganda. They will hear somebody say half-truth. You know half-truth is more dangerous than even lie. They will tell you, because half-truth will touch your sentiments. Oh, our leader now is suffering. Oh, God Almighty. They know how to twist it. Because they want to touch your sentiments. Oh, our leader now is suffering in jail. And you see people are eating money on his behalf. Oh, our leader is, and you hear it, as you are hearing it, you are crying. Oh, because they know that when they say our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he will touch you. And from there they enter. A soft spot. From the soft spot they enter. That is propaganda. Propaganda is one of the highest weapons of war or warfare. I'm telling you honestly. It's not only guns and bullets. Propaganda. Our leader said, he asked again, can you handle propaganda? I could remember when during our leaders' broadcast morning and night, people will come and call. Declare, I'm ready. I will do this. Don't worry, I'm one of the army. I will kill. I will know how. Sometimes I'm not educating themselves. Our leaders say, you want us to go to war? Can you handle propaganda? Can you? It's the thing that is happening now. Can you handle propaganda when somebody will be at the comfort of his home and analyze and tell you that, oh, Mazi Chike, he's being paid 2,000 euros. Oh, yeah. Hey, you know, Chineke, back when I go and check 2,000 euros and I guess you want to suffer. Hey, Chineke. And you carry your own and add and come. That is propaganda. You are fallen because you are not mature enough. I'm talking about the weapon of propaganda. It could be measured through certain standards. In this struggle, we always tell you that anything you didn't hear on Radio Biafra, do not confirm it. It's not true. Take, I have one of my cousins that do boy, in Onisha. Our family, we are not dinner here. No. So, but one of my cousins is one thing. The first thing, you go to Onisha as a boy, your master will tell you. Any person that comes here, whether he say he's a friend of yoga, he want to buy this, please just shine your eyes. Inside your brain, take the way you take the person as a criminal. Now that thing, that alertness will make you now open your eyes. So that they cannot tell you, Yoga tell you, Yoga now, give me this after I will go, when I come back I pay. You say no. Imo became the criminal is talking. That is how it's supposed to be in this struggle. But lo and behold, our people are acting like babies. Many of our people. That is why they become confused. They don't listen. They don't go to the standard. They don't have the scale to measure. And you know what the scale is? Radio Biafra London. Once you hear something, the spread of something on WhatsApp, on social media, you first of all ask yourself, is it said on Radio Biafra? Is it true? Because any person, now social media is like a bushfire. Do you understand that? It's praised like, I can be here now. Let me tell you, I can be here in my quiet room. Balance off and send out a message. Send it to groups. You will not even know the source. Before you know it, you have spread all under a twinkle of an eye. It has spread all over the world. And you will see people that when they are speaking it, they will be even telling you the story that you are the originator. Telling it to you now, they will turn everything differently. And you start laughing. That is propaganda. Propaganda is meant to condition your mind. It depends on the propagandist, what he wants. In this case, they want to destroy IPOB. So as our leader is in Casa, they cannot do it easily. if our leader is on air or is outside. Because he will simply come only one, because anytime he want to talk on air, people will try to listen everywhere. Even the impostor, they will gather to listen. But as they hold him now, they know he cannot speak to counter anything. So anybody, there is a, everybody have the occasion, the time, and the opportunity to speak and do anything. Do you understand? Continue, it's your time. Oh, this person eats money. Oh, they are sending. Sometimes I laugh. Why are these people not saying this before? A freedom fighting outfit where normally money should be moving up and down for things on the ground, and you will see people coming to expose something that they are not supposed to expose. And you are thinking, what type of, our leader in the clip I played say, what type of people are these? If I continue in that clip, you will see we are the same thing. When they were, he says somebody he went to buy and load the transmitter with in London. Just out of hatred or out of, I don't know, animosity or wickedness. He started, look, he said he saw the transmitter in the container. Now he started sending out fake information that, whether, I'm not sure that it is the, Nnamdi Kanu changed the container. What he sent is not the same container I saw. You see the type of people, human beings that are existing in us. Sometimes I bow. Go to social media, Facebook. You see everybody with his own version. All they want to do is to condition your mind so that you turn against the institution created by our leader. So that you no more, you withhold their money financing ESN. So that IPOB will collapse. And everybody will continue in the quagmire. That is their overall, that we will show Mazi Nnamdi that we can destroy this IPOB. That is the only thing, nothing more. Not that they will add anything. Now you ask them, if you destroy IPOB, what next? Nothing. Everybody continue. Continue being your state. Go and vote in Nigeria. Iberibe. I'm telling you, how do we do evil, extreme evil against ourselves? Something that all of us will suffer. Why? It's a big question I used to ask sometimes. There are many questions I cannot even fathom the answer. I cannot. Because of the behavior of our people, how we behave. Just destroy, let it destroy. Oh yeah. And when you destroy it, and what happened? No, everybody guys weak. People used to make this statement even when you see somebody, an Ipob man vex in a meeting. Again, I say, is he human being? Is an animal talking? How can you will not be responsible? Because out of the abundance of hearts, the mouth speaks. The weapon of propaganda, it is very powerful. It's a powerful weapon. Now that there is smartphone. Now, to those people that receive accepted telephone from Hope Uzodimma, the Supreme Court governor, ask yourself, Nigeria is even fighting to control social media, to stop even social media, stop it. And now all of a sudden they are sharing you smartphones in Imo State, and you are happy. You are accepting your debt. Not only your debt, you are you know what they are doing? They want to inject the virus. I love the word one of our brothers that used to call. He said, this telephone is a virus in our land, and it is true. Do you know why? Some of them might even go now to sell it to other people. And without knowing, they can put it in a shop. Without knowing, you go and buy. You buy your own debt. They will be using it to contact ourselves. You know, it's virus. It's true. From there, they will be trailing, controlling. Any comment you make on social media and that phone, anywhere, they know. They know where you are. They know who you are. When you call somebody, they know, they track. They know who you are. You know, through you, they can track the person you are calling. Do you see the danger? Do you see the virus? Our people should reason. We yab al-Majiri that they don't know nothing. But now I see that our people are worst. When people will still gather to collect something from Hope Uzodimma, who they know, everybody knows is a Fulani representative imposed on us. Everybody knows it. But what will you do? After all, I will sell it. Wow, I need it. And you go and collect. That is why Che Guevara ran away from Africa. He thought he was dealing with human beings like him. You know, he fought in Cuba and helped Castro to revolutionize Cuba, defeat Batista. Now, the spirit of revolution was in him. And he learned that Africans have been, colonized by the Europeans. They want freedom. He came to lend helping hand, thinking that he's dealing with people like Cubans, people the white color. He thinks that he's dealing with real human beings. He experienced that he's in the military training them and being with them in the jungle fighting. Now he experienced one thing. Once a black man is hungry, he's ready to do anything. His rifle, he can sell it to the enemy just for a spoon of eba. He doesn't care. So, boy, me I want die, I beg. Which kind is thing? People started sabotaging. People that is helping. They will go and give enemy information, their position, just to be given food to eat. And Guevara said, I never see this type of race before, I beg. Let me run before I die. I die of stupidity. Because these people, they are irredeemable. And that is what Europeans saw. They continue holding Africans aground. If one wants to rise up, they will use another African in order to subdue his fellow. That is why they put up institutions like ECOWAS. It's more or less a European-run institution. ECOWAS, or European controlled. African Union. Who built African Union headquarters? Is it not China? $200 million only. $200 million only. Even if wars come to us, somebody like what do you call him? The richest man in Africa, Dangote. They can beg him. If African presidents, they don't have 200 million. They could have begged the Dangote, say, lend us 200 million after we'll give you. Out of dignity. No. Because these are people controlled by the Europeans. They are controlled under the influence. They use them to fight each other. That is what happens. Therefore, as I'm talking, the weapon of propaganda. In this struggle, we know enemies' propaganda by comparing their information to the information given out by Radio Biafra London, because this is our rallying point and the basic standard. Propagandists could use your emotions or religious beliefs to influence you to their objective. Do you see why our leader started by hinting, making us to understand that Radio Biafra is where we worship. Biafra is our religion. He have put the two together, the Bible, now compile the Bible, so that when you think you are confused, you come to Radio Biafra and listen for you to be salvaged. When you think that you are going, you are taking in garbages too much, now you need to sanitize yourself. You say, okay, this week let me listen to Radio Biafra. That is our standard. Otherwise, propaganda will carry you. It's a very big weapon. That is the weapon that is being used to control the world. Do you understand? The other day I was watching, I don't know which, it's BBC. They are showing documentary on the Sahel children, how they are not going to school. How I say, the propaganda. They will now control. Oh, Chineke, these people. Do you know why? Because people now are agitating in the Sahel for Europeans to get out. Now they start their propaganda machine. BBC doing documentary, going to the Sahel regions, showcasing how children are not going to school due to insecurity, and it will get worse. Why? Because if Europeans leave, so this is to condition your mind so that you bring your killers as you embrace them as your savior. That is the work of propaganda. But thank God we have a standard. Only if you don't want to be saved, you'll continue listening to WhatsApp. Oh, they say, wow, they say, you see this man, the one, hey, Chineke, this man, hey, and I'm going to online now to blaster him because you are weak. You are very weak, carried by propaganda, nothing more. It's not people like us. There are different levels of maturity in this struggle. You can go and listen. I can go and listen to all this rubbish just for fun. I will be laughing. I will be laughing. I say, look at. When you'll be watching the comment and you see people that are serious. I'm saying, Nnamdi, hey, Chinekele. That thing you take for fun, others take it as serious, very serious. Nah, this and that. I say, hey, I'm telling you half truths. Do you understand? This world is controlled by propaganda. Look at the sickness. The COVID-19. Many other things. The way they will program your mindset. And you will be thanking your killer. Do you understand? That is the way they use this foreign religion, Roman Christianity, imposed on us. They use it in order to calm us completely. When you bring out, maybe you hit an iron. You start pouring it water, after you stop, this is ordinary hot. From that ordinary hot, it cannot harm. You understand? You can put your hand, it will just hit you, but it cannot burn you. Because you have put water. That is what the Europeans did. And you see people, because they use that this thing as propaganda, they use it, they make sure that they calm everybody, calm our way of life, be very, because they know that we are hot people. We can resist them. Now they enter into work. One smart thing they did. They pinned their education on their religion. I don't know. Oh, Chineke, they are my hero. Now, that's when you start hearing St. Joseph's St. Joseph's school. They pin that education, Western education, to the religion. So that when you go there, they will first of all indoctrinate you in the morning for you to pray Angelus. Now they combine it with their education. Very smart move. That's why today when you ask people, what is the advantage of they say, no, religion brought us education. They don't know it's not true. In Europe, you cannot see St. Joseph's college. No. It is something they did purposely, so that we don't see the difference. Just the same way they call the Hausa Fulani. Now they deceive us. You match them together. But they are two different things. Do you ever see a European school, even in the old, named St. Peter's College? You see it? It's only in Africa. It's done for a purpose. Do you understand? You know, sometimes the spirit bring many things. You talk it out here so that people will go and make researches. They did it for a purpose in Africa only. Oh, St. Bartholomew Teaching College. Oh, St. this and that. They make sure that they merge that religion with, if you want to come to our school to learn you must pass through this our religion, and before you know it, you become a master. Now, cause another thing, and you will not know the difference. And I say, if you have been, you say no, they brought is a name, there is a very sophisticated plan. Just the same way how the Fulani are doing, calling Hausa Fulani, something that doesn't exist, but they merge them together so that to rally, there are many things they obtained, they got from it. They rallied the Hausas together with them to use them at will, and still those people will not know that they are being used. They call them, we are brothers, we are one. But wherever there are Hausas, even if there are 1 million, for leadership, somebody to be their ruler, now they look the Fulani. But you say you are Hausa Fulani. Why can't you pick any person? No, they don't do it. Do you see the sophisticated plan? Do you understand? It's the same thing. St. Andrew's College, they name it in order to confuse you so that you match the education they are giving you with the religion. Now you say, oh, is this religion that brought, because you learn. When you go there, during recess, you go and do catechism. They join it together to get you by force. Do you understand? It's propaganda to condition you the way they want you to be. Japan resisted it. That's their propaganda. He resisted it. So, it is for you to measure any propaganda you hear, anything you hear. There are standards to measure them. It depends on what, the result they want, or they want you to be. Like the propaganda that is going, I've said it, all they want to do is to bring up spore hatred from you towards the leadership of this struggle, towards the structure that our leader have put in place, towards the institution that our leader put in place. They did it before. I played the clip, but our leader was not shaken. They did blackmail. If you don't do, we women, we will stop the struggle. Only you men continue. Our leader said, no, it cannot happen. They forced him that time to pursue Mio. He is this, he is that, he is a 419. He didn't move our leader. He said, who have not sinned? Who have not committed as you travel any illegitimacy? It is nothing, it doesn't concern our struggle. As far as you are honest in this struggle, it's not about your personal business, no? Our leader replied them, but they continued. Because these people, they don't tire. Because they see that every day by day, our leader, IPOB, is moving on, growing more higher. And they continue planning, attacking through one way, only putting propaganda. You go now as I'm broadcasting, some places that are, some platform that I'm coming out, I mean a Facebook platform, go to their comments, go to the comment section, be watching. You will see some people that only talk. They will just try to put poison. That is propaganda. You will see some people, is it only just talk that will bring our leader? Poison only. So that to poison your mind, because they know you are very weak. You cannot control propaganda. No. You cannot. That is why you are falling. That is why you don't see our leader for how many months, and you have started you're falling, started asking very childish questions, started forming your own, started accepting politicians' money. No, whether this man or the same way the old Jewish, the Indigo, the same way they rejected the Chukwuka Abiyama when they didn't see Moses. Exactly the same thing. And they turn to what they see. Now do us another thing we see. I don't know, you and this, you are Moses and God. They have disappeared. I beg, do us another thing. Let us. This is what people are doing. They want to relegate our leader to the background because of propaganda. People are pumping propaganda. The enemy is full. You don't know that you are even making them to have power. Because when they see that this thing we are doing, people are taking it, they will continue. But when you look at them and say, get deep behind me, Satan, and you continue, my standard is Radio Biafra London, please. Have you, everybody, anywhere you hear or you see people propagating propaganda in the social media, talking rubbish, just go to their comment section and say, this is not Radio Biafra, please. My people, our standard is Radio Biafra. Go and listen to Radio Biafra. Finish. Put it there. Put it there. Because many of our people are gullible. All they want to listen is stories, gossip, just little mind discussing people. Little mind. In this struggle, I understand that our people, many of our people, even in Dokon, even weighty men, so-called weighty men, intellectuals, what they have a little mind, what they discuss is people. They don't discuss theories. They don't discuss ideas. All they discuss is people. And you that is listening, you never compare it to our standard. You understand? You know, the same way as a born again Christian. Once you say Bible say, you tell them Radio Biafra did not say it. So remember, you are just dishing out propaganda. Finish. And you have blocked that person. The weapon of propaganda is one of the most potent weapons of war. It was used during First World War, Second World War, and it worked. Do you understand? Propaganda is the most vital weapon. According to one write-up, in the American arsenal during Second World War. Do you understand me? Today, it is a weapon, very potent weapon, in order to manipulate people's opinion, people's mindset. If the way they want you to behave, if they want you to fear factor, they propagate it using the media. From that fear factor, now you become afraid. Now there is something they want to get. That is conditioning. They use the propaganda to condition your mind. But if you're a strong person, you have your standard as an indigenous person of Biafra, as an IPOB family member. Your standard is here on this platform, Radio Biafra. You say, no, I will go and listen to Radio Biafra. If I've not had it here on Radio Biafra, I will not take it. Please. The weapon of propaganda is one of the most potent weapons of warfare. Remember, we are in a very big warfare. War. We receive information, even I call home, in our place, Nolo. People were going around in the midnight, armed to the teeth. You know? Armed to the teeth. Threatening everybody. 1 a.m. in the dead of the night. From Omokwana to Omondel, everywhere. People armed. All this Ipob armed. This Fulani Mietiala. Armed. to the teeth. That they will burn houses. That they will kill everybody here in Olo. That is what they are. When you call, they tell you we had it in the dead of the night. And you see people who is supporting, who is sponsoring them. Who pulls on them? Therefore, all of these politicians to kill our own people. And you will go back to collect telephones, collect something, gather. If they call you, you gather. Are you not stupid? You are the worst enemy of yourself. That is the truth. Nothing more. If you are wise, you need to behave. This is where I'm going to stop. So that I'll open my lines. So that our people will call in. It will not be long anyway. In the next 1 hour, I think I will shut off. I will be right back before opening my lines.
I've given this little boy information about me. Don't you know I had meeting with myself before I came out? Don't you know that? The same people saying I have fallen out. You were at Enugu when I convened over 30 commanders on the ground for our 30th of May. Who have I fallen out with? This little boy in June of this year was peddling rubbish about my relationship with BLC. Why? I'm beginning an essay with BLC. My friend that founded BLC, Ojako, is dead. Before Ojako died, I saw him a week before he died. I made promises to him, which I am still keeping. We paid for their office at Owerri for 1 year. We went to very secret meetings with them, planned everything together. They gave us the price of that very work that would be carried out. As soon as I got to London, I asked them, how can we do this? The price quadrupled. Are you people listening? It came up. I said I don't deal with people who lie to me. Why won't you reconcile with them? When we called for this very meeting, they came. 2 factions from BLC came. I wanted to reconcile them. One said, no, we are irreconcilable. I said, why? The other group said it's because they never told us you paid for the office. They still took money from us to pay for the office. Because if all of you misbehave tomorrow, I will quarrel with all of you. I want things to be straight. And that was it. One rat called one whatever rubbish. He's a man, of course, but pretending he's a woman, writing rubbish about me. This little child stupidly picked it up without asking questions and came to me and said, this is what they're saying. I said, are you mad to address me like that? Are you foolish? Don't you have respect? You said you're Igbo. Man, you don't know how to respect your elders. I said to him, wait. Somebody rang me and said, but you know, he's a young man, please. I said, okay, wait for me. I'm coming to London. When I come, we'll discuss it. He agreed. When I say things, I give evidence and reference. Onyema, who is the COC, which is Onyema, and Gozie came to see me at McDonald's in Peckham. These boys said the same thing, and I answered all their questions. Before I left, I said, are you now satisfied? He said yes. So I was basically, if you remember, he did some tweets after that. But the person pushing him kept pushing. No, things are not right. And after a while, they come and ask me and say, oh, can you bring back the former executive council? We don't know how they were dissolved. I will say no. Then they'll go back and manufacture something and come back again. That was exactly what happened. All that manufacturing came to Uchenna Asiebu, remove him, and I said no. Every hell broke loose. How we brought Onye 419 is doing Biafra. We did this. And I said to them, who amongst you in Europe or America has not dabbled into one illegality or the other? What matters to me is, since you were appointed, what have you done in the name of your country? I said to them, go and bring me evidence that there is something wrong with this very man. One simple piece of, none of them produced it. And how can I sack somebody that did no wrong? Is that how to run a country? I said to them, go and bring me evidence that there is something wrong with this very man. One simple piece of, none of them produced it. And how can I sack somebody that did no wrong? Is that how to run a country? I said to them, go and bring me evidence that there is something wrong with this very man. One simple piece of, none of them produced it. And how can I sack somebody that did no wrong? Is that how to run a country? I said to them, go and bring me evidence that there is something wrong with this very man. One simple piece of, none of them produced it. And how can I sack somebody that did no wrong? Is that how to run a country? I said to them, go and bring me evidence that there is something wrong with this very man. One simple piece of, none of them produced it. And how can I sack somebody that did no wrong? Is that how to run a country? I said to them, go and bring me evidence that there is something wrong with this very man. One simple piece of, none of them produced it.
That we don't know. Our local radio stations in our land, when they
Did we not buy transmitter? Are we not still, have we called for the defense fund from any country? We have not. Yeah. And I said, you cannot. I will not reconcile with them. If you like, go and hit your head on a brick wall. Never, ever, ever. They are dancing with Rocha Sokorocha. I will never do anything with them. I am a principled man. They went and thinking, they went away thinking that they can build an alliance with the enemy. They can use the fact that, oh, of course, we are the women, people know our names. If we pull out of the struggle, they will destroy it. And then something occurred to me. No wonder. Ask people if I'm lying. Ask our sister, she will tell you. Ask every member of the old executive, they will confirm it. What Ikechukwu said to me was, this thing that you built with your hands can also be destroyed by man. Are you listening to me? This thing you built with your hands will also be destroyed. And I told him, for daring me, I will keep pushing you. It's not that I cannot bring him back. As I left him where he was. I wanted the worst to happen. That is how you know those who are with you in freedom fighting. Luckily for us, atonement came. But I never need to be like this. Atonement came. And we said to Kwabiyama, please remove those who are not in this struggle for the right reasons. And they started crawling out of the woodworks. And I keep asking, what did I do wrong? And they say, it is money. And I ask them, you that is complaining, how much have you contributed? The answer is 0. Do you think Radio Biafra is for free? Is it free? Did we not build Senator? Did we not buy transmitter? Are we not still, have we called for the defense fund from any country? We have not. It is still within the countries. Because Bilie Humana's initiative wrote to contractors and said, don't sell weapons to them. So we are trying to negotiate for other suppliers. Because I gave our office at Enugu every secret. All the men, fighting men on the ground, they know. Because I'm a trusting person. I trust you. I opened up all my contacts to them. They feel that because they're at home, they have all the contacts, they can determine the direction of the struggle. And they don't know that I have the third plan, plan C, not A, B. I have C. And that is what we have now initiated.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. I just put the clip of what our leader, what IPOB, our leader, has been suffering. Baptism of fire. That is what IPOB has been undergoing. Anyone that come out, you think it will crush IPOB. And we will come out stronger. Waiting for another one. That is who we are. But remember, do not be swept away by propaganda. Anything you don't hear here on Radio Biafra, just take it as a propaganda. Laugh over it and forget about it. Our lines are now open. Our direct line is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp and Signal line is, as usual, +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. Give us a call, but remember the topic of my submission is the weapon of propaganda. I have the first caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp.
Yes, I can hear you clear, my brother Jonathan.
Welcome.
Please just allow me, very, very important from where your message this night. Let me greet our Biafran brothers all over the world. Yes, at the age of 70, I'm 75 now. At the age of 70, there's a man, an Hausa man, who comes to my, I have a shilling machine where they buy pure water for sale. So the way they behave, he brought his brothers, there are about 20 of them. They come from Niger, and I want us to understand that Nigeria and Niger, they are the same thing, because Niger is a French language, Nigeria is English language.
Exactly.
Now, the way they are behaving, because I hear their language, and I said, "Kai Malam, Kana Kama Akuyafa," which means, why do you behave like a goat? You know what this man answered me? He said, "Yes, we are goats, but you people are the grass that goat feed on." Hey, I was shocked.
That is the truth.
I was shocked. Then I started reasoning to myself. I said, we are fools, so because you are a slave and you don't know that you are a slave. That is the worst thing that will happen to a human being. You may ride on an aeroplane, you may ride on car, you may ride on horses. It does not matter. When you are a slave and you don't know that you are a slave, you are finished. So the whites, they came in with their religion and their own idea. Fulani came with their own. And everything is being mixed up. So we are in trouble. I want to tell our brothers, we are fools. I'm telling you the truth. And how some man believes in Fulani man. But why can't us, we the Biafrans, believe in Radio Biafra? There's a woman that came to me and he said, "Hey, autopilot, what is doing? This and that." I said, "My sister, are you a member of IPOB?" He said, "Yes, I am a member." I said, "Where's your unit?" He said, no, I will join. I said, "You are stupid. You didn't hear from Radio Nigeria. You are hearing from WhatsApp." I said, "This man you are talking is broadcasting from his room. inside this room, and you people are following. In fact, we are fools. And this made me to remember something. During the war, I joined the military as a militian. From militian, then I joined the Biafran army. And I came home. Somebody now told me that my father that is at a training center, I don't want to mention the place, within Anambra, that the soldiers came to conscript him and take him for training because my father is young. And I moved with my rifle. I went to the training wing. I met the RSM there. I said, RSM, I will hand this rifle to my father and I will go. He said, what? I said, my father should take this rifle. My father, an old man, is here and I'm in the battlefield. I just got pass of 3 days to come and know how they are doing. And my father is here. For what? And he released my father. But do you know what happened? When there is shelling, you just hear, come, come, come. Then you hear, grim, grim, grim. Just listen. My people that are in the village there, they will say, hey, he has not gone to any place. So our people, they love gossiping. They say, then say, and the worst is the men. They gossip more than the women. So I'm advising our people to go back to drawing board, please. We don't need this kind of rubbish. Establish radio, or let me say communication, with selected people, talented people on our media. And you are listening to nonsense. You are listening to somebody who is not part of you. Why are you listening to him? So please, I beg my people, please, let us go back. Let us go back to where we belong. I don't know that men gossip. Oh, hey, Biafra.
Oh, hey, Biafra. Chuku gosiege. Dewo mazi. Dewo. I have a caller on the signal. Caller on signal, welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Mazi, I can hear you.
Dewo, welcome to the program.
Good evening from here, Mazi.
Dewo.
Mazi, thank you so much for the nice broadcast this evening. And I just want to let our people know that Imerikiti Kapo, Mole Kaho. Mazi, please, you can help me to translate. I don't know how to do it. Before I proceed, my name is Mazi JOHNATHAN. I'm calling from Austria, and by the special grace of God, I am the IPOB Austria National PRO. Mazi, about now I knew why our leader Mazi Nnamdi said he need 100 men. I was thinking, what is these millions all over the world following him, coming out to protest? But this man still said, I need 100 men. Mazi, sometimes when I want to get worried about what is happening, I hit my chest and I said, it is good for such things to happen so that we know those people who Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said they are born as a freedom fighter. And these people, there is nothing you can do to buy them off. It doesn't matter anything you put in their front, they can never be bought off. These people Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it will take you 1 trillion years to destroy IPOB. They are inside IPOB. They are looking for an opportunity for years where they are going to exhibit that thing that are inside them. And they found Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And today, we are here. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter the detractors that the Nigerian politicians are fortifying them, giving them millions of dollars or nairas to keep on doing anything they can do to see if they can be able to destroy IPOB. They have come late. I swear before Chukwu Kabiama, I have challenged Chukwu Kabiama and I said, if you allow this to happen, I will know that you are not existing, and I'll still going to church. Because I know that a little mother that carry Chineke. It doesn't happen. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from at IPOB, in whiter than white and whiter than snow, and in Omurubo also. This is what makes us who we are today. Mazi, we are still saying it that if they like, let them not allow the legal team to go and see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Anything they are doing is they are making the Biafrans to be more brutal. They are making the Biafrans to be more fanatical. Even of these houses they are burning, it make even those who are weak in spirit to be waking up. Because even if I'm not a sympathizer to an IPOB, and you came to our house and burn our house, that particular day, if my hand lay on gun, I will join them. How can these people destroying our people at home, killing people, innocent women and children, killing them, burning houses, Fulanis from Sahel, being supported by these politicians, the so-called idiots in that place? What they are looking for is what they are going to put in their big stomach. But the day we come, they will beg and beg and beg. We will not forgive them, because this chance we have given to them, it has come to a place whereby we cannot be able to look back anymore. Any of them that our hand will catch when the time comes, what he will see when he gets to the beyond. People that are there are waiting for him to kill him for a second time, because we Biafrans have suffered enough. A place whereby any idiot can come and do us anyhow. They can kill us in the north. They can do us anything in that place. Nobody comes to speak to us. Mazi, I'm telling you, your message this night, anybody who really listens from the beginning of this message to now, I'm telling you, and that person is still supporting these idiots. Know that they are the enemy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are these idiots that are run away from IPOB, looking for anything they have to do to make sure they destroy IPOB. Oh, we are asking the question: if you destroy IPOB, what next? Do you have any organization that can be able to stop Fulani? The answer is no. They are only just be like when somebody those days we are in where they used to butcher car. It is easy to just bring a car and butcher it to commode everything. But ask the same person who butchered that car to bring them back and allow it to work. It can. All our own wounds know how to destroy. But do the right thing. They can't do it. And somebody will stay inside his house talking rubbish. And some people are going there to watch. Mazi, now I know that truly, what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been educating us all these years. He knew that a day like this will come. And all of us who have made up our mind to stand in this gate of Biafra to defend this struggle, to make sure that no insecurity will go free, we must keep on standing here. It doesn't matter how many years it will take us. These people, after maybe 8 years, they will go out of office, our hand will lay on them. Very, very, very. But IPOB will stay to eternity. Thy kingdom come. IPOB is here to stay, and no human being, born of a woman, can destroy IPOB, because Chuko Kikabi my trust. Thank you, my brother. Bless you, man. Thank you, my brother.
Remain blessed. Thank you. I'm joined by one of us, Mazi Carlo. Can you hear me? Mazi Carlo Oburawa. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Welcome to the program. Yes, the whole world.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Mazi Jonathan and the Biafrans, friends of Biafra. Good morning, good evening, good night, depending on your time zone. My name remains Mazi Carlo Awo Oburawa, and I am from Kanu, in Omaya province of Biafra land. And I'm serving the indigenous people of Biafra, living in Malaysia as the IPOB National Secretary. I wish to announce to the Biafrans living in Malaysia, both IPOB family members and non-IPOB family members, that on Sunday, the 27th day of February 2022, we are having our monthly general meeting here in Kuala Lumpur. And we enjoin those who are not part of the family to participate, to contribute, to bring their own ideas, because our freedom is a collective effort. Nobody will do it for us except ourselves. Therefore, we are inviting you to join the general meeting and contribute towards the support for our ESN, the Eastern Security Network. People that are holding on and saving our people, saving our mothers to go back to the farm. Therefore, wherever you are, we have our family units in Malaysia, everywhere, in Kuala Lumpur, in Cheras, in Ketong, in Damansara Damai, in Penang, in Selayang, in Serdang, in Klang. We are all over Malaysia. Therefore, you have no reason not to participate. You have no reason not to fight for your freedom. Therefore, contact your coordinator. If you don't have a coordinator and you wish to join this meeting, call this number. The number is 011-3685-8454. I repeat the number, 011-3685-8454. Mazi Jonathan, there is something that I have been trying to understand. This Ebubago that is killing in our land, in Imo State, everywhere, they are burning our communities. Do you know that this Ebubago was not formed in Imo State? And from the beginning of this Ebubago, they recruited some of our youths and presented them as the people that they are going to use to form this Ebubago. And they were given sticks. Within some days or some weeks, they changed, and they have now opened it up for the recruitment of the Mieti Allah. So what we see in Ebubago today are not really our people. What we see in Ebubago today are really those Fulanis that were hiding in our forests and bushes, which our ESN has flushed out. Now they have the governors, the collaborators, those who are holding us under enslavement in Nigeria. They have now recruited those Mieti Allah people and they tag them Ebubago. Those are the people that are killing our people. This is what I want our people to understand and start on time to strategize and make plans. Those Mieti Allah people and they tag them Ebubago. Those are the people that are killing our people. This is what I want our people to understand and start on time to strategize and make plans.
And lovers of freedom, we have known that there was a coup d'etat against IPOB since our leader, even before our leader was kidnapped, but it come in full blown since he was kidnapped. Now, the coup in effect have been quelled, have been stopped, but the activities of the coupists are still going on. Now, that is why they are deploying the weapon of propaganda and they are working for the oppressors of Biafrans. Now, I want to make a reference here. Bear with me. The man who made the audio alleging that HOD, Chike Doziem and China Sangoru, first of all, that HOD is being paid 2,000 euro, and that the same man, this is a great lie, by the way, but the same man is the man who alleged that HOD and China Sangoru went to the zoo having a fiesta before Christmas. The man in question here is a very close ally of the ex-deputy, and he fell from the struggle with the said ex-deputy, no matter their pretenses. So all they are saying are now out of, can I say, rancor and malice against HOD and against all the members of the OS, because they didn't fall out with them or tear down their house with them and then destroyed our leadership and structure with them and move on. So they are still angry, they are still rancorous and malicious. So let nobody be fooled. Now, the accusation itself and the allegation are not new, but they passed this to their platform, the auto-infiltrator, to play to his gullible followers as if it were new and true. So they are, preaching this like gospel. It is mere propaganda and lies. By the good piece, by the way. IPOB family members, we must remain consistent, we must remain disciplined, and we must always operate by the principle of command and control that has held IPOB together up till now and beyond. And we must remain so. We must remain so until the end of our goal, meaning restoration of Biafra. And the next thing I want to say is the question of Radio Biafra. If Biafra is our ideology, Biafra is our religion, and on Radio Biafra is where we worship. So our brother Jonathan said that Radio Biafra is our standard. It's like our reference media, where if you have to follow Radio Biafra. I'm telling this to all IPOB family members and all Biafrans indeed. You must listen to Radio Biafra to get current information and genuine information. Don't go listening to freelance broadcasters who are working to make money. Unless the broadcaster is a non-IPOB family member, then it is acceptable. But for those freelance broadcasters who are not with us, who are trying to tear our house down and working for the oppressor, working for the enemy, don't listen to them because you will be confused. Our radio is on 24/7. Don't say you don't know. Because one family member of mine was calling me, an elderly person, calling me, asking me a funny question about information. I said, go to the Radio Biafra. If you are confused, you are confusing yourself. Thank you, my brother. Good night. God bless you.
And you remain blessed too. Thank you very much. I have a caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Good evening. Good evening to you.
Welcome to the program.
My name is Mechuku Kandajamad. I'm calling from my location.
There we
Based on the topic you raised this
Please,
evening,
can you remove it from speaker because it's echoing and you cannot hear too much. Okay. Go on.
Okay. I said my name is Chuku Kandajamad. I'm calling from my location.
There we go, Mazi.
I thank you for what you are doing for us, and I want to make my own contribution based on the topic you raised this evening. My first topic is that even if we are, I want to here come this message to all Biafrans, to my own understanding, and it is a warning. One, we must listen to Radio Biafra and follow the instruction of our leader. And if we fail to do that, definitely, if we are supporting the downfall of this movement, definitely the whole Biafrans are going down. So let us have it in mind. So if we know that we want to live and we want to preserve our life, this is opportunity we have. Without that, we are going nowhere. Because contributing the downfall of this movement, that means that you don't even like Igbo race. Because if IPOB fall, if I thought they can succeed, and if they succeeded in doing that, which I believe that they can never do that. But if at all, let us bear it in mind that this struggle is our life, this is our religion, this is our future, this is everything about us is in this very struggle. Let us have it in mind. We must listen to the head of Directorate of State and the leadership which our leader put in place before he left, because he knows that a day like this will come. I still wondering why our people are still listening to gossip, and some of our members in IPOB, both oath members, they are confused. Definitely, it shows that you are not ready to take this struggle. It shows that you are not ready, you don't even understand what you are into. So the only way out is for us to focus. The only way out is for us to listen to Radio Biafra. That is our life. That is where we get our information. You know, without that, we don't have any other organization number. This is our organization number. This is our pension number. You know, we must. This is a must, and everybody must join hands for we to liberate ourselves. Some of us are in abroad here, enjoying, thinking that all is well. All is not well. We are going to, if whatever, remember that everybody is going down. If I will continue to say this, if Biafra will not come, it's better for all Igbo race to perish. I must tell you, if we fail to listen to Nnamdi Kanu, if we fail to follow the structure of this the struggle, we are going down. Have it in mind. Whatever you are doing, whoever you are, whether you are professor, reverend father, bishop, whatever, just put your religion aside and focus on our freedom. That is the most important thing. We have to bear it in mind right now. Forget about your religion, forget about your post, forget about just focus in our freedom. Our freedom is most important to us. I rest my case. Thank you, sir. Well done.
There, well, thank you very much. And remain blessed. I have a caller on. I have a caller on. Is it? I have a caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp? No. Okay. I made a mistake. Caller on Signal. Can you hear me? Caller on Signal. Welcome to the program.
Jonathan, good evening.
Yeah, well, welcome to the program.
Yeah, I remember your brother Michael Chukwemeka Wajago, calling you from my location.
There, well.
Thank you very much. I'm always listening. You know, it's a hotline. Yeah. So I want to thank our leader, and I want to thank all the members of DOS and the head of DOS, HOD, and all Biafrans working assiduously to make sure that we restore our fatherland and our motherland, Biafra. My brother, I want to also to thank you very, very, very much for this old clip that you played today. Many people don't know about the name Rita Anibog. Many people don't know about Ikechukwu Enyago. Many people don't even know about the cenotaph and what was Like and the Nigerian zoo police and the military did to our cenotaph. I thank you for that. Why I'm saying it is because I used the same question on our meeting last time. I said to them that many of us don't understand what is going on, and that's why when you said soft pedal, listen, hold on, stop rushing, they will not listen because they are not there from the beginning and they are not following the Radio Biafra. So when the old ones are telling you to hold on, that this has happened and it will keep on happening until we get Biafra, they will not understand it. So I thank you so much for playing that clip, because I will beg you all to please continue playing this very clip so that many people will realize that we have been here before and will continue to move on. At the end of this tunnel, light will always shine. Propaganda, our leader Onishi said repeatedly, can we handle propaganda of BBC CNN, and the rest of them, that we are only dealing with all this fluff on online at the moment, that the time for the big daddies will come out. The megaphone of Britain will come out to fight us. Then I hope we can be able to withstand the propaganda. And that is what he has been preparing us for. But many people don't understand. When you tell them something, they start talking. Now, we talk about, I think our elder that called before, that said that we were being called grass, and we call them goat. The same thing happened to me 1992 in Mandelas. Many people who know me there will know me with the mic power. That's what they called me that time. New line. This Fulani boy is from Nigeria. He said to me, there's a conversation going on. I said to him, I better come out and you this number. And he said to me, yes, that he agreed that it's number. But you see, we Igbos, we are the grass and they will keep on eating us. I said to myself, really? This guy really touched a place where I never think before. It is true. And from that moment I learned, I never look back. I never take them for granted. I always know that they are my enemies. And anybody who don't know that we have nothing in common with Fulani is a fool.
Mazi, let me interject here. Exactly the same wording that they told our brother Mazi Udemba is what they told you. Exactly the same word. Don't you know that they are teaching them all these things right from childhood? That we are their grass. You know, right from time, I have been telling our people here on this platform that we minimize these people to our detriment. Some people say, you know, one time somebody inboxed me, say, why you are too much bloating the Fulani, that they are not in there. I laugh. I say, brother, oh, Chineke, politically, these people are, it doesn't matter that the British is helping them now because they saw something in them, the system they are using. I've been asking, who helped the Fulani to, did the British help the Fulani to conquer Futajelom? No way. What of the Medina of Mali? No way. What of Mauritania and Senegambia? No way. So why do we think people that have been in politics for meeting different people in desert and Sahel, now we minimize them, say, no, they are nothing. That's why they say we are their grass. We say they don't know nothing. We say, okay, you are good. We say, okay, well, we are eating you, and they are right. Mazi, please continue.
yeah, my brother, you hit it well. Yeah, it's only a fool that doesn't know his enemy. As we were growing up, when I was back home there, I was growing up with some young people, Yoruba boys. At a time, they will separate us as they're growing up. They will separate you from Igbo and tell you they are not the same. The same thing I'm seeing in Europe here, I am. A child will be going to primary school with a white boy. They will be mingling. Once they finish primary school, they separate them and tell them we are not the same. Since I came to Europe here, I have come to realize that the Fulanis are well connected with each other. The ones in Sierra Leone, the ones in Liberia, the ones in Guinea, the ones in Mali, the ones in Nigeria, the ones all over, even up to Sudan, they are there. So they are all together fighting. There was a time one of them called me a psychopath because that I always during the time of foolish Jonathan, I was complaining bitterly. Then they said to me that I'm a psychopath. Why should I be talking about Jonathan? You see how both they are. They are the same. Whether they call them Fulani, whether they call them Fulani, they are the same thing. Our people should know that we keep on dividing ourselves. I'm Niger Delta, I'm Upper Land, I'm Middle Land. It's all rubbish. These people don't divide. They stand together. They raise money left and right. As we are talking, they are raising money to conquer everywhere for them to come in. So, my brother, I want to tell our people to open their eyes. I want to salute the work our gallant men are doing. ESN. And everybody who is in this struggle must open his or her hand Lucky Dubek singing his music and said, "Blessed are the hands that give it, than the one that take it." If you close your hand in this struggle, holding your money, hugging it, sleeping with it, you don't want to bring out money, you want to build mansion, their private land, while our people are dying. And you will not pay your monthly dues, you will not pay all your dues, you will just go into meeting and going back and front, and you never do anything. I'm telling you, the more you keep on touching your hand, God will touch your pocket. Open that hand so that more will come out. We don't need their money when they start killing, when food blow war come and they conquer us. We don't need it. We need you to come out and put hand in your pocket. When they come for protest, you come for protest. They come for anything, you come. When they ask for money, bring money out. Money is nothing when you become an idol when you don't use it. Thank you, my brother. May God bless you. Please allow me to sing my national song to our ESN. Just a minute.
Go on.
Oh, yes, oh, Biafra. I have set watchmen. I have set watchmen. Oh, yes, oh, Biafrans. You shall never hold your peace. Day or night, day or night. I have set ESN on your walls. Day or night, day or night. I have set volunteers on your walls. Till we establish this, until we make Biafra a praise in the end. Till we establish this, until we make Biafra a praise in the end. And Luther continued, Biafra must come. All hail Biafra.
All must hail Biafra. Thank you very much, my brother. We must continue. The question remains. Colin, what's up? Sorry, I'm coming to you, please. Hold on. Just as my brother that called Mazi JOHNATHAN said, how do you compare yourself that you are smarter than the Fulani that managed to hold themselves together despite the colonial boundaries in Africa? It's a very big question. I don't know who can answer it. Ordinary state in the same country, you turn to, against each other. I'm a Deltan. I'm a Rivers man. I'm a Bayasan. You are not a Biafran. No, you are not Igbo. Yeah. Now, but Fulani that have till Morocco, till Western Sahara in Morocco. That's why the imposter always go to United Nations and clamor for independence of Western Sahara because there are Fulanis there, thousands of kilometers to Sudan. They see themselves as one people. They never. Now, come on. Let us call a spade a spade. Ordinary state over across River Niger now you are a different person. Anything they divide you, you accept. You start answering anything they call you. And you say you are more wise than those people? Politically. Caller on WhatsApp, please. Thank you for holding on. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Welcome to the program, please. Go on connecting. Mazi, your network. My goodness me. It seems you...
Yes, network. Yes, David Jonathan is reconnecting. David Jonathan, go to weapon of propaganda. That is our topic today. David Jonathan. You are freeing every Biafran, and we must be free. Yeah, who platform is in charge there, and there's nothing anybody can do about it. Our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, the destiny of over 100 millions of Biafrans, the children of Biama, is in his hand. He's the owner. He's holding our destiny. And what do you know? No Biafrans is existing with his destiny. No.
We have reverend fathers here. Then our shit. We have governors. We have every religious leaders here in Biafra land. Look at even today. A bishop is mandating that a reverend father because he's preaching about our life. Jonathan. No saboteur are here. That is why Jonathan. Biafrans, Akono Biafra, Jonathan. Come in and get them with the Biafra. Makodo Nanyamu. Jonathan, you are fulfilling your destiny, and I'm fulfilling my destiny. And the Chukwoti Kabiama is in charge. Then the chicken is coming back concepting. Because our leader has been entrusted in him. And if the work take that the Jonathan, I like another man. Jonathan, no, but we are here. They are broken. Jonathan, let's one name. I was the one I go show them. Mark, what? Jonathan, I would invite with them. Oh, I win the job. Follow me. We are whiter than white and whiter than star. I want to kill us. I take our land. I take our land. Our barrister, they don't want to allow him to enter court. Koro. What powers are there? Before we say for to Kababa, then the ticket does it. To go Kababa, since they got first came chapter 18, and the first came chapter 19, and the first came chapter 20, from verse 1 to end. There, the prophet of that. I'm going to get Nnamdi Kanu. He's Elijah. He's our Jesus. Everything he's fulfilling the both Old Testament and New Testament is why we are here to tell us the religious leaders. Go and study it. America, he gave Biafra, baby. For them back, I came to them after one night in a two job. Not the but I okay, see, as the pet. But I would like us, the pet dead. Bakaya will get a leg. Then the Jonathan. Let the time look at me, let them get a dead lose. Bako the Nanyamu. Then I think it was a queen chapter 1. From verse 1 to end, and the same Ezra chapter 2, from verse 1 to end, and the Psalm 9, chapter 1, from verse 1 to end.
Mazi, are you still there? The network. Are they connecting? I think we have gotten your message. I think so. Caller on what's up? Please hold on. Let me see whether I can pick a call on direct line. Yes. Caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Caller on direct line.
Hello?
Yes, caller on direct line.
Hello?
Yes, go on, please. You're on air.
Okay, Mazi JOHNATHAN. Good to welcome us. My children here is in my family about province Biafra land. Hello. About what you are saying, propaganda is everywhere, but our people don't know anything because we are into struggle, we are into war. That they are doing politics. My own take is we're supposed to look for the politicians because they are the problem we have in the Biafra land. Without those people, we have already get to our Biafra, but because of these people, pictures are getting from Nigeria. That's the problem we are facing here. As I'm telling you, I'm calling you from Biafra land. I know what I joined this struggle in 2014, but I know what I have passed through here. But with the help of school, we are moving forward. So, my brother, continue our good work. Because we see us through. We must get Biafra. When you say Biafra again, we will share many ways. So when we must get Biafra, whether good or bad. Thank you. Continue our good work. Go, bless you and bless your family. And
Bless you too. Bye-bye. Well, thank you very much. I think you are the first caller on direct line. Thank you. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir.
Welcome to the program.
Good evening. Good morning, Mazi JOHNATHAN. Good morning, my fellow Biafrans. I remain Mazi Milimalugo, calling from Dubai. Mazi JOHNATHAN, thank you very much for your teaching. Thank you very much for your teaching this morning from here. Every time that you come on air, I learn many things from you. In fact, Radio Biafra has opened my eyes and my brain to think very far, to understand what this world is all about. Propaganda is allowed. Propaganda is allowed, but it's less for the wise people to use their mental toughness to understand propaganda. Propaganda is a very big weapon, and they destroy the gullible ones so much. Propaganda destroy the gullible ones so much, but the wise people use their mental toughness to understand propaganda. This world is all about game. This world is all about game. White people use their game plan to destroy Black Africa in everything. The wickedness of we Black Africa is too much. The wickedness of Black Africa is too much, especially
against
their so-called leaders.
Against ourselves.
Thank you.
That is the difference.
Against ourselves.
The white people, they are wicked, but they channel their wickedness against external others. That's it.
Yes.
But we channel our own inside. Go on, please.
Thank you very much. White people love themselves, but they channel their wickedness to outsiders. And this is the reason why white people, please not lead you people astray. And they can never. And this is the right time to deal with saboteurs in our land. This is the right time to deal with all these ajobaras, to deal with them, because thank
you.
I'm telling you people, the enemy between him is more dangerous than Boko Haram. The enemy between him is more dangerous than Fulani men. We must deal with them for Biafra to come. Thank you, Mazi JOHNATHAN. I greet you all.
Thank you. Remain blessed. I think I will pick the last caller. Caller on WhatsApp, please hold on. But let me say something. You know what I used to say? Our brother is calling, he called from Dubai, right? I used to say it here. Dubai is not a country. It's a region in a country. Part of a country. Just a region. It's not even a capital. Dubai is not a democracy. Do you understand that? Have you ever had America or Europe telling Dubai, oh, you must be democratic, you did and that? Sorry. Dubai, they modeled their country, their governance in their way, peculiar way. A kind of monarchy, but a federalized monarchy. No European or Western world will be teaching them how to do election. No, because that is their natural way. It's the way they fashion their government. That is why they can be able to develop. But all these shenanigans, every election, European Union will send monitors to come and monitor, do their shenanigans to validate it. As our masters always, to come. Once they validate it, is okay. As they come, they give them money, they'll be in hotel entertained until the time they'll come and announce. The election in Nigeria, although it's not perfect, there are a few skirmishes, people die from one place or the other, but it doesn't affect the overall result. And you see monkeys clap, oh, our masters have validated us. Do they do it in Dubai? Why are people buying properties in Dubai? From Nigeria, from the zoo. For you to understand that For Africa to progress under this current democracy imposed by Europe, we Biafrans are the masters of our democracy. We need to fashion our way of life, government, so that no foreigner will come and teach us, do this. No. Instead, we will be doing something that marvels them, the same way Dubai is developing. The capital of United Arab Emirates is Abu Dhabi, not even Dubai. Do you understand? Abu Dhabi was very conservative, very, very. Going on, no, I believe in Sharia, Islam, this and that. Oh, but the liberalized region say you can develop as you want. Now Dubai took it as a challenge. Okay, we have to. A region in the United Arab Emirates. They developed their own. They brought a boat, a shower, boat, Ndi, Nangam, Kromilio. They are developed as far as. And Abu Dhabi, no born on a one deal religion. But when they saw Dubai progressing, they started. That is competition inside the country. It stimulated competition. Abu Dhabi now started to say, oh boy, now if we continue this religion, Dubai na anukwe ligwe nke ha no wow, I no kwa na eme I ga ligwe. They opened up. Today they are building even Silicon Valley, anything. They are on it because they saw their brothers from another region progress in their own way. They say no, we shouldn't be left out. That is what we want to achieve. If we are on our own as Biafrans, the rate of progress will bring out competition. Or do the what we follow up. Even what we follow up. Because if you don't follow up, you become, you become left behind. People will be coming doing business. It's you, withdraw you. All we will be doing is we will have to help you develop, because otherwise illegal immigrants will be flowing from your side. That's why it is a win-win. Do you understand? It's a win-win. Caller on WhatsApp, you're going to be the last caller, please. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Hello, greetings, warriors of Biafra, Biafrans all over the world, beautiful people, wonderful people, great warriors of our land, Biafra. I greet you all.
There we go.
I am working two things for calling from my location. We will sacrifice anything sacrificable protecting the US at any time, at any given time, at any location. We numbered all over the world. We will sacrifice anything sacrificable, restoring our land, Biafra. Obodo na-enweghị ndị ara, obodo a na-enweghị ndị ara, obodo ahụ otu na-enwere ndị ara, and anything infiltrators, anything they do, thinking they are supporting this struggle, it brings us Biafra close. Because ejila na-asụgbu onwe ya, ọsọ ya na-asụnye ọkụ. Ejila na-asụgbu onwe ya, ọsọ ya na-asụnye ọkụ. Anything infiltrator, anything they do, thinking they are supporting this struggle, it brings Biafra to us closer. We will sacrifice anything sacrificable, protecting this structure at any given time, at any place, at any location. We numbered all over the world. Don't push us, don't joke with us. IPOB is one family and IPOB is unshakable. IPOB has no crack. It's just that the infiltrators are trying to, confuse people that are confused in order to tell them that there is no, IPOB is one family. One family, and we are unshakable. And we are ready to sacrifice anything at any given time, at any location.
Thank you very much. This caller, please, I will give you 2 minutes. I'm closing up, but I just give you 2 minutes, please. Caller on WhatsApp, please, 2 minutes. Welcome to the program.
My name is
Mazi, are you using earphone? Are you using earphone? Remove it, please.
I'm not using earphone. Let me off the radio Biafra so that I will connect you direct.
Of course, you should.
Just a second. Hello, are you hearing me now?
Go on. It's better. Yes, it's better.
Okay, thank you. May God bless you. Like I said, my name is Mazi JOHNATHAN.
and I'm calling from Togo, Lome. Thank you for your analysis. What you said, it's not something new. It's not something new. Everybody that is hardcore, those people that are choosing from birth for this struggle, they understand that such a thing must come. So we are not panicking for all those things. But the only my problem is this gullible people because in our family here, FPOB family, across check lamb people then a backslide, a man that they are not serious at all. Even most of them say for none of them are to be the monthly dues for the first time. So I'm not surprised of what is happening. Uh, so I want to use this opportunity to tell Biafra to stand firm because this struggle has been ordained by heaven. If you have never dreamed of it, know that you are not serious in this struggle because those people that are serious in this struggle, God has been revealing something concerning Biafra for them and everything that is happening now. One day I had a dream that our leader come out and he was looking for his member. And I channel it as a prayer point. I've been praying it because after a while, I begin to see all this autopilot coming, doing all this thing. I say, this is my revelation. But thank God that God has revealed and I have prayed against it. Such a thing will never happen. They are only, what I know, I have been following them. What they are doing is they are trying, but they will fail woefully. They are trying. And that is what they are doing. Everything that they are saying, they are just doing it just to try to see what will happen. But I know that they will fail. They must fail. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Machineke. May God bless you.
And you too. Thank you. This is where I'm going to shut the phones. Close the program, please. I will no more take any other call. Remember, we're talking about propaganda. It is not something that is, that is new, as our brother said. It's supposed to come. All these things will make our resolve, solidify our resolve. Propaganda, if you are weak, you'll be blown away by the winds. They tell half lies, half truths. They tell lies and tell you half truths. You know half truths. They will touch your emotion. Oh, we want our leader to be released. There are those that are blocking him. Oh, release, 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 release. Ask them, have you organized even any protest? IPOB is organizing, is protesting all over the world. Where are they? They are honestly. IPOB Western Cape is going to have a mega protest. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ask the so-called infiltrators, autopilot infiltrators. Ask them, where are they? Where are they? You do this. Ask them. On Thursday, the 24th of February 2022, gathering time is 8 a.m. The start of 10 a.m. at Cape Town at Hanover St. Gupt Grounds, Parliament and British Councils. Therefore, you use your tongue to count your teeth. Most of these people are people that doesn't listen to Radio Biafra. They go scavenging on other areas to gossip or for gossiping. You see in a group of monkeys, the one that you see that enwe nke na-aga ka o lee dinta lee ya ọfụma ka o nyoo ya ọ nke mbọ na-atọ. You go and start scavenging and you are not mature, you are not strong enough. Once you hear one thing, hey, Chinekele, you pick phone, start calling, start adding salt and pepper. Because you are gullible. You are not mentally tough. You have forsaken the standard, our reference point, which is Radio Biafra, London. Let us go back to the grassroots, where we started. Every one of us started here on Radio Biafra, London. Now, why do you look down on it? Because some people tell you something. No, don't listen to Radio Biafra. And you gullibly forsook it. You are gullible. You are not mentally tough. Remember, our leader have been asking, shouting, can you handle propaganda? And you stop. Remember, Biafra is our religion. And here on Radio Biafra is where we worship. From me, Mazi JOHNATHAN, from here. Remember, please, let me say it again. Tomorrow by 7:30 p.m. Biafra time, I will be hosting Mazi China Sanworu and Mazi Nachi, members of the Directorate of Tests, on a question and answer series. Please, interactive session. To bring that your question so that we shall treat it. From me, Mazi JOHNATHAN, from here, it is simply good evening.
Good morning, wonderful people, great Biafrans. Because each year, black people in Africa, every year, you fail to act to be free. The more deeper the hole that you're digging for yourselves. We can never ever be free. I'm just telling you now, unless by some miraculous fate or divine intervention, the conspiracy, when I was reading this report, I was so shocked. The level of conspiracy to emasculate Black Africa, the level of conspiracy to ruin us as a race of people, aided and abetted by fellow Black people. Shocking. America said, they acknowledged, they didn't even acknowledge, they said, Amnesty said 10 people were killed, Nigerian government said only 2 were killed, and out of those 2, 1 suffered the signs of trauma, which means that person was not killed by the army. A second body from another location in Lagos had, from another location, look at how America is lying for Nigeria, from another location, not at make it all good. Should I continue this broadcast this morning? Or should we go back and start prayer and fasting, asking God, what did we do wrong? Why this level of humiliation? Why did you create a people? Did you create us to be servants? Did you create us to be slaves? What did we do wrong? What is it about Black people that you hate us so much? What is it? What have we done? I'm asking God this morning that blatantly, a country like USA, I think what we need to do is, I don't know if we're allowed to take the US State Department to court in America to justify this very report. I don't know if their laws allow us to do that. I will ask my secretary if there is any law that can allow us to challenge this report in a